All right, we are live.
All right, welcome. Today we reach the thrilling conclusion of the Umbral Aristocracy trilogy, which is the series of modules we've been exploring here in Season 4 of CMSA's Dungeons & Dragons League, or at least in theory, this should be the conclusion. For those who might not be familiar, CMSA stands for the Chicago Metropolitan Sports Association, the largest LGBTQ sports nonprofit in the Midwest. Since expanding into esports in 2018, we've launched exciting new leagues for Fortnite, Overwatch, League of Legends, Dead by Daylight, Dungeons & Dragons, and coming soon, Marvel Rivals. I'm Clem, your dungeon master for this season, and I can't be more excited to guide you all through this thrilling conclusion to this adventure. We have an incredible group of players here with us today. We are going to start today as we do every single time, which is I would like everybody to roll a flat D20 to please see who our lucky loser is to recap the session that we had last time.
I got an 11.
Okay.
Well, thank God I did better than that.
Oh,
15.
Are you kidding?
Is it really going to be
Oh my god, it's me.
you again?
It's me again. I don't think Ez has done it once, and I don't think Seth has
No.
done it once.
No.
I mean, I could, but
No. Look, if we live in a society, if we don't have rules, what are we doing?
All right,
Okay.
well,
We don't
I
honor
was
the
telling
D20 rolls.
Rich and Seth before this, it better not be me because my notes suck, and of course, All right, these are my notes. Session 5 notes. Ardor Morlin. In the plaque. The M is a button. It clicks. Mist-shaped, man-shaped man. And that's it for the first, 2.5 hours of the session.
I think it was actually the O that was a button, not the M.
I think the M was the button. I think it was the M.
When I tell you it does not even matter.
So basically all of that to say, we went into a room, there was a sarcophagus, there was a mist-shaped man, or a man-shaped mist. I don't know. I put him in a bottle. Then we accidentally triggered a fight with some werewolves. Yonderai
Let's
died.
not say we. Let's say Yonderai actually.
Yonderai accidentally
Let's
triggered a
not
fight
throw
with
anybody else under that bus.
Yonderai wanted us all dead by fighting some werewolves that we didn't need to fight. We tried to fight the werewolves. Well, Lynetta and Yonderai tried to fight the werewolves. Yonderai died. The werewolves were stopped by their vampire overlord. I spoke with the vampire overlord while Yonderai's dead body lay behind me, and made a deal with him. He, in fact, was Master Morlin of the mist-shaped, man-shaped man that I put in a bottle. And he is a vampire that leads the werewolves, and he was basically like, all these adventurers keep coming to my shit, like, I'm over it, I'm gonna kill you, and I was like, please don't. And he was like, okay, if you go find the people that did this, I'll let you live, maybe. And he said that the map originated at the dock ward because it smells like brine and poverty. Quote.
That's true.
Which was an iconic line,
yeah,
by the way.
Yeah.
Rough.
And
Rough.
he used to live in the fireplace level at Morlin Castle, the Barony. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what I wrote down. So yeah, now we are about to go figure out who set us up to be murdered by this vampire.
Yes. So major plot points. It seems that you have all been set up. The map you thought was authentic is very much not. It instead has led you to the lair of a very dangerous vampire. However, you came right place, right time. The vampire is very tired of whatever prank whoever's distributing these maps are playing and has hired you effectively to put a stop to it. He has given you the clue of going to the dock ward. It is the nighttime. You are all very hurt. So I propose we go ahead and return back to Durek. You have some good, for a story, he just wants to be kept up to date on how this treasure hunt is progressing. So I will put you all in scene. It is nighttime at we'll kind of do an in media res thing here. So we're gonna be at Green's Rest, which is one of the inns. You're sitting all at a table here, with Durek, and we'll kind of pick up mid conversation here as we sort of synthesize the clues and figure out our next moves for the morning. So Durek is sitting here at a table with you all. I will go ahead and play Durek, and he's gonna be okay. So you went to the mausoleum, and what happened?
A lot happened.
A lot of blood. A lot of blood.
Listen,
Just-
essentially,
You're looking
Durek.
at the entrance to the mausoleum, and there's just
Essentially.
blood everywhere.
No. Essentially, we go
no.
into a secret entrance into the mausoleum.
Oh,
Down
wow!
into yes, very thrilling. And we,
Uh-huh.
we go in there. We have to fight some automatons. It's very
Mm.
exciting. We find-
Automatons.
Yes. And then, we find some batons that open a secret passage, and we go in, and there's a mist that's a man. I won't go into details about how we deal with that. We have it in a bottle
Wow.
now.
Thrilling.
And then we open a sarcophagus, and it leads us. Essentially, there's a vampire down there with some werewolves.
Whoa! Living under the city?
Yes.
Wow, you're really blowing up his spot, huh?
Yes.
Mm.
Well, don't go there because he's actually.
Well,
Oh.
yeah.
Thank you. Gosh, you guys are so.
You'd assume
what a-
that most people who hear, "Hey, there's a vampire," are not gonna go like check out the vampire. Like,
Well, you all are really making me miss my adventuring days. Well, so I guess tomorrow you're going to Docktown. What are you looking for down there?
Well, whoever's
Fuck
making
if
these
I know.
maps, we need to find out whoever's making these maps because honestly, it's put us on a whole goose chase for no reason. Yandere here almost died. I mean, he was dead for a brief moment, but then came back. I just think it's frankly endangering people and irritating the vampire, most importantly.
He kind of taps his chin for a moment. He goes, map.
Yes.
Map. You know, look, this might be a long shot, but and I don't really get down to Docktown all that often, but there's a paper shop, and they do paper, and they do I hear they get rare papers in for like map makers and cartographers. I wonder maybe if you should start there tomorrow.
Why not? We have no
Yeah.
other leads other than the smell of brine and poverty, Durek, if I'm going to be very honest with you.
He scribbles it. He's like, the shop is run by DeWitt Serpentil and his son Jim. That's DeWitt, DWITT, Serpentil, SERPENTIL, and his son Jim, and that's Jim with a Y.
Oh God, of
Jim
course.
Serpentil.
Jim with a
And-
Y.
I'll tell you what, DeWitt's he can be a little bit cranky, but I'll tell you what. I got a good look at that map, and I don't know. That paper is kind of something special. I would start there.
Okay. Paper makers.
Anyway, it's getting late. I've
Ye-
comped your meals in your rooms if you want to
We should really rest.
head out in the morning. Yeah.
A little
Yeah, they open
battered.
up- Of course. Yeah, they open up the it's called Serpentil Books and Folios. I think they open at the normal time tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. or so. So you get down there, see where it leads. I don't know.
Well, we'd love to do nothing more, but I fear we do have to turn in for the night. I mean, it's
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you so much. I am bleeding from multiple wounds.
all right, perfect. So everybody take a long rest.
We'd love to do
Oh,
that.
thank God. Love to
Yanderai,
do
something
that.
weird happens to you
Oh,
Oh no.
great.
in the night, though. So Yanderai, everybody turns in for the evening. You're sharing a room now. Green is Durek is a generous man, but the logistics of it are such that you are sharing a room. You and the boy are in one room.
The suspicious boy?
No.
Not the suspicious
Aw.
boy. Strider. You and Strider are in one room while Lynetta and Vonave are in another. And I'll put you all in the various rooms here. Oh, Lynetta, you have a commoner coming with you. We'll go ahead and
Oh.
remove him.
It's May. Excuse me. Who are
We'll go
you?
ahead and remove him.
What are you doing, Lynetta? That's my date.
Okay. So, but
No dates.
Yanderai, you wake with a start in the middle of the night. Your heart is pounding against your rib cage. A chill sweats your skin, and the room suddenly is stifling. At first, you think it's a nightmare. Teeth tearing flesh, the taste of iron and salt, a hunger that gnaws at the very edge of your sanity. But then the pain comes. It's raw and searing. It blooms from your gut and races through your veins like ice. Your hands tremble as you clutch the woolen blanket, but your fingers know their claws now, pierce through the fabric with unnatural ease. Horror floods your mind as you stare back at them. Black matted fur springs along your forearms. Your nails are curved into hook talons. Your vision warps. Everything is too bright, too sharp. The dark room splits into shades of gray, every movement exaggerated, instinctual, and as you bite back a scream, it escapes as a feral snarl. Pain lances up your spine, bones grinding and reshaping with sickening cracks. Your jaw elongates, fangs are crowding your mouth, and the smell of your companion, warm flesh, salted sweat, heartbeats, becomes intoxicatingly clear. Your instinct begs you to pounce, to rend and tear at the soft tissues of the eyes and lips, to satisfy this ravenous hunger that is clawing at your sanity. A nearby mirror, a floor-length mirror, cracked and filthy, you catch a glimpse of your reflection. Does it seem larger than usual? No, you are smaller. Two beady red eyes stare back, glistening with hunger. Your snout
Wait, I
quivers where
shrank?
your nose should be. You are a rat. You're in like full rat form.
Okay.
So as a werewolf, as a were-rat, excuse me, you have rat form, and then you have hybrid rat form.
Okay.
Okay, and you can choose to go into these two forms. We're saying for the purposes of this, you have become a full rat.
Okay.
Your ragged breath turn to wheezing hisses as you stagger back, and you scamper into the walls to return in the morning. You are now a were-rat, and you have all the powers thereof.
Oh boy.
Would Strider have awakened to see
yeah.
the were-rat transformation?
Yeah. Yeah.
The boy.
Are we? What would you roll? What would you roll to wake up, Strider?
My passive perception is a 13,
Okay.
but like, what would I roll? What would I need to roll to hear a like there's one bed in here. We're sharing a bed.
Well, we'll say there's
That's
two.
sus.
We'll say there's. It's up to you. Did you ask Durek for a 2-bedroom, or are you in the 1-bedroom?
Well, I didn't ask Jurek for anything. But
Neither
it looks
did
like
I.
clearly I'm sleeping at the desk.
No, that's where you are transforming into a rat. But I'm assuming you got. I mean, unless I'm in the. I took the. It's a small room. I think I would have heard.
Okay. Okay. There was a lot of noises. And then you see a giant rat kind of escaping into the.
How big are we talking here?
A giant rat in D&D. Let's see. A giant rat in D&D is about 30 pounds.
Oh my god.
Okay, so like a
Like
a
the size
smallish
of
dog,
a medium dog.
A medium dog, a toddler,
a toddler.
perhaps.
Okay, how is it going into the
Okay.
wall? How is he going into the walls?
It's in disrepair. Just there's a panel missing.
Bad walls.
Derek
Okay.
said he'd get around to it.
I'm
and
gonna
It hasn't yet.
I'm gonna look around. Yandarai? Yandarai!
I mean,
Hello?
I'm a rat, homie. Like I'm scurrying away. I don't know what you want me to do.
I'm
Yeah,
just like I'm just
you
like-
escape into the night.
I'm
Yandarai.
looking around there. I'm like, hello?
Okay.
Freaked
So-
out.
Let's go ahead, Yandarai. You have your nighttime rat excursion. What would you like to do? You are possessed. You are not yet able. Like, this is the first night of revelry you have as a full-on rat. What do you want to do? What are your rat desires to do for your night on the town?
My rat desires are probably I hunger and I want to get away from like this giant open area that I have stumbled out into. So like, is there a sewer? Is there like a dim? I mean, I could scurry through parts of the inn, but I
We're
escaped
gonna
through the
yada yada
window,
this.
So
We're
yep,
just gonna
works for
yada
me.
yada this for flavor. So you find a sewer with your rat senses. It's like coming home to you.
My
and
people.
What do you do? What do you want to do? Just a couple of bullet points of you're in the sewer, you're hungry. Do you want to go find some garbage? Are
Yeah,
you a
I'm probably
rat of
gonna go.
taste?
I would. No, I think we've established Yandarai is not a rat or person of taste at this
Okay.
point. So no, I'm probably gonna go slum it up all over Docktown, getting into garbage, just
Yep.
finding whatever I can. You know, I'm probably gonna go scare a couple of like people walking home late at night.
Oh, cool.
You know,
Scare them.
yeah, not intentionally, but you know, like I'm a bigger than normal rat. Like there's clearly huge rat.
Huge
Something's
rat.
going on here.
Huge
You know, so
rat.
I'd probably scare a few people, maybe start a rumor.
Start a rumor?
Yeah, like there's this huge rat that's running around Docktown. Like three people saw me minimum. I would like to think three people saw me, and so like maybe there's gonna be some weird rumor going around. Maybe one day I'll grow up to be like the Rat Man of Docktown, like Batman, but worse in every conceivable way.
Okay. Yeah, I love it. Great. All right. Good. Okay. So those are your rat. That's your rat night.
Hate it.
It's rat night.
Hate
And
that.
the feeling's right. Oh, what a rat night.
Oh, what
okay.
a night.
Oh. All right. Good. Okay. So it's morning time. Rat Yandarai, you get back, you know, it's do you want to have breakfast with everyone, or do you want to just I'll catch you later? What do you how would you
It'd be
handle it?
funnier if I had breakfast with everyone. Like if I scurry back
okay.
inside, I'm clearly probably not going to be well rested. I'll probably be like a little nauseous from eating I don't know how rat digestive systems work or how that's going to go back and forth. But like, yeah, I think it'd be funnier if I like look somehow worse than I normally would
Okay.
at breakfast. And I'm
Which
like,
is
no,
saying
all I want
something.
is like, I just want like bacon.
And I'm gonna like be crossing my arms and watching as he walks and joins us and be like, well, where have you been? Where have you been?
All right, let's get everyone back at the table so that we can all have our breakfast this morning.
Hi Milo, are you sad?
You said your father's a rat.
Right.
And you're sad your father's a rat.
Okay, you're at breakfast.
And I'm gonna just be like holding my head. I don't know if I have coffee, but I'm gonna think like maybe a tea.
Sure.
I'm clearly averse. I'm averse to ale at this point.
Where
Oh, is
where
it-
have you been?
Is that a rat part? Is that part of your rat situation?
I think it's just I'm already like splitting headache, probably a little nauseous. Just like I just want things that are gonna be soothing. You know, some bread, some tea, maybe a little bit of bacon.
Sure.
We
All right.
haven't decided if avoidance to alcohol is a rat thing yet, but that's a good
Okay.
put a little pin in that.
Put a pin in that. All right. Okay. So, who would like to ask? So, Strider has posed a question. What the fuck happened? Was that what the question you asked?
Yes. Where have you been? What happened? I woke up in the middle of the night to some very strange noises, and then you were gone.
You know, have you ever just woken up and you had a feeling, and it was a feeling you couldn't ignore?
No.
That's what happened.
No.
I had a feeling. I had a gut feeling deep in my bones. Had to go chase down some leads with some less than savory types of characters that you lot maybe don't normally associate with. Kept myself out all night, trudging about, got nothing to show for my troubles except maybe a migraine and just some very, very bad tumbly rumblies.
What, Yandarai? You were in the sewers, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you something. You know what? I'll give you a clue. I'll give you
Clue?
you did see something. You know what? You did.
What?
What did I see?
You so it was early hours of the morning, and you were ratting around in the sewers, and you actually you kind of got to the mouth of the sewer where the sewer kind of goes out into the sea. And you know, you were a rat, so you know, and there's rats in the sewers, you weren't seen, but there was a group of hooded figures. And it seemed like they were smuggling things in through the sewers. And we'll retcon kind of a role here. Let's see what your perception and we gotta figure out what a giant rat's modifier is.
Well, okay, I may have
Roll
okay.
a d20.
So I rolled a d20 on perception as soon as you said it, and I got a nat 20.
You know what? I'll let you keep it as a rat. So
as rat.
you as rat, you actually saw
Rat
quite a bit. So
desires.
here's the deal, right? I mean, Waterdeep is smuggling is not exactly a scandal, right? I mean, we know it all happens, right? Black market and all that, illicit goods coming in and out of the city. So that in and of itself wasn't really shocking to you. What was sort of shocking is that these were drow
Hello?
smuggling things. And drow, unlike what Baldur's Gate would have you believe, that's a rare race. They have sunlight sensitivity. They don't really, you don't see them around. They kind of stick to the Underdark, or like small enclaves. That would be shocking to see a drow in Waterdeep. It would be
wait a
big
minute.
question.
Wasn't the when we fought in that one bar with the big hole in the middle of it, the magic coffin that person was carrying, when we opened it and it did the whole "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi" bit, that was a drow accent.
Go ahead and take an inspiration. Great recall. Good job.
Wow.
We're putting
Hell
pieces
yeah.
together. Take an
Bam.
inspiration. Very
Bam.
good recall. Yes. Yes. And also, in terms of smuggling, there wasn't really anything unusual about the smuggled goods. But the big thing is that it was drow, and they seemed to be very organized.
Okay.
You would not have knowledge of if these people were part of a group. You wouldn't necessarily know if this was some sort of a dedicated smuggling ring or a gang or whatever. But you would
Right.
know that this wasn't just like a fly-by-night random 6 guys got together and decided to bring some, spices into the city. This seemed like a real organized operation. Oh, also, I'll give
Okay.
you this. They smelled like gunpowder.
Oh, cool. Because were-rats, their whole thing is smell. So I have advantages on smelly things. Okay.
Yes.
Smelled like gunpowder.
Smelled like gunpowder.
Okay.
Which is an uncommon weapon. But you know that drow kind of like it. All right. Very good. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to the fact that we were running around in the sewers. I wanted to give you that little clue. Very good. Okay. Sorry. Well, let's go back. So we're putting together the clues.
Reverse,
Uh,
reverse.
He has given you our rat man has given you some insight as to what
Well, we
they
don't
saw
know
in
that
their
he's a
adventure.
rat. He has not divulged this information.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you see, Stride? Did you not see a rat kind of disappear into the walls?
Well, yes, but I don't know for sure that that was Yandere.
Oh, okay.
All
Okay,
I know is that
okay.
I woke up, there's a rat,
Okay.
and it disappears.
Okay.
So, okay, so you were in the sewers, and that nobody saw you?
I mean, how many people do you know that run around in the sewers on a regular basis other than myself? Okay?
And what about the
No,
rat?
who's I don't what rat?
There was a rat in our room.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. You might want to take that up
No,
with
it was
management.
large. It was a large rat.
That's even more unfortunate. Then I would say you should especially take that up with management. But to my knowledge, whenever I left the room, there was no rats.
To your knowledge, there were no rats when you left the room.
Nope. When I left the room, there was no rat.
There was no rat when you left the room.
So anyway, as we have
Do I?
established,
Can I?
Okay.
if you want to try and roll a percent, I'm gonna try and tell you why I think that I should be able to deceive you. Because technically, as the rat, when I did leave, there were no more rats in the room. So when I left, there was no rat in the room.
Okay.
Technicalities.
true.
So okay, so as we have established, there was no rat in the room
Right.
when I left.
Right.
So I would say I running around in the sewers. I just had a very, very intense gut feeling. Had a little bit of soul searching to do. Really feeling like I need to bring something more to the table to demonstrate my value to this group after that absolute. I don't even know what to call that. What bit that happened in the mausoleum. Near death and death-like experiences really kind of bring a new focus and a new clarity. So I just went to go chase some leads down, get my head cleared, and wouldn't you know it, running around down there in the sewers trying to get around without too many folks seeing me, because scurrying around late at night, people are going to be calling the guards, and we've already had a bit of trouble with the law recently, really not trying to bring any more of that back here. Wouldn't you know it, I happened upon a group of hooded folks looking like they were smuggling stuff into the sewers, and they smelled very, 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 very strongly of gunpowder.
They smelled.
Right? And smelled, sensed, those things happen. And anyway, as the moonlight happened to cut across them, I saw that one of them was a drow. And drow likes other drow, and they smelled all of gunpowder, which drow also like. So I think we might have some sort of a drow smuggling operation going on, using the sewers as transportation.
Yep.
And if you may all recall, the very fortuitous night of our first meeting, right, when
Right.
the brick goblin woman busted through the wall with a carriage for the second time in 3 to 5 business days, that poor man's bar, right, busted through with a little armored carriage, and we had that magic man with the big old coffin on his back, and we popped it open and it spoke to us. And I don't know if you all caught it or if you recall me telling you, but that man was speaking Elvish with a drow accent. So I think whoever hired the brick woman and the magic man, I think they are related more than likely to this little drow operation we got going on in the underground.
Yes.
Oh.
And without further ado, let's see if we can go to Docktown and uncover this mystery a little bit further. What say you?
I say yay.
Let's go.
All right.
Hey.
Okay, everyone should be long rested. If there's anything, I should have mentioned this. If you would like to, while we're kind of going through the next couple of scenes, if you would like to purchase anything, I don't think any of you have a large amount of money, but you're welcome to purchase things kind of as we'll just kind of retcon it. So are we going straight to the paper shop, or do we want to go a different alternative situation?
No, I'm down to.
I think the paper shop is a good place to start.
Good starting place.
I'm really not. I'm just gonna come right out and say it, Yonderai. I'm really not eager to go down in the sewer. So if there's like another way we could get the information that doesn't involve us smelling like you do for the next couple of days, like that's a little more where I'm at.
You know what? Underground ain't for everybody. It's the harsh world down there, not built for. Not everyone's nose can handle that. It's a dirty life, right? Somebody's got to do it, and I respect that. You know, if I am your man in the sewers if you need one.
I don't know that I agree that somebody's got to do it, but you sure are doing it.
All right. So, you navigate the winding streets of the dock ward. You pass by fishmongers hawking the day's catch, sailors dicing away their wages, and the occasional brawl spilling out of a tavern. Tucked between a candlemaker's shop and a dilapidated boarding house, Serpent Hill Books and Folios stands as a quiet reprieve from the rough and tumble streets. A wooden sign faded by the sea air swings above the entrance, depicting a serpent coiled around an open book. The small, dusty windows do little to reveal what lies within the shop, but the faint scent of ink and vellum drifts through the door's cracks. As you step inside, the air shifts. It's cool and dry and thick with the musty scent of old paper. You see wooden shelves sagging underneath the weight of countless folios and ledgers. They stretch from floor to ceiling. Stacks of parchment, maps, and quills sit in organized clutter, each pile precariously close to tumbling over. At the counter, you see a grizzled man with ink-stained fingers and sharp, appraising eyes. He peers at you over the rim of his spectacles. His gray beard is trimmed with precision, but his wrinkled brow suggests a lifetime of scrutinizing details too fine for most people to notice. Behind him, a younger but middle-aged man, his son, Jim, presumably, is hunched over a work table, carefully pressing pulp into a mold. His hands are stained with flecks of dye and ink. The shopkeeper, noticing your arrival and scrutiny, lets out a slow, deliberate sigh, setting aside the ledger he was expecting. Customers are you, or merely another lot here to gawk at the merchandise and waste my time?
Well, hello. Why, what lovely papers you have here.
Finest, and all at Waterdeep.
Now, it would behoove you to know, for a man of such great reputation as yourself, I assume you would like to know if your wares were being used for less than savory, nay, illegal activities.
Well, I sell paper. Whatever happens to the paper after I sell it, don't really see how it would be my problem.
Well, I just think that if you were funding illicit, illegal activities, you might want to know.
Not to my knowledge, I'm not. Are you accusing me of something?
Oh no, I was just... Lynetta, tell him. Maybe Lynetta's looking at the paper.
Yes. What was it you wanted me to tell him? I don't really know where you're going with this.
It's just... I changed my mind. I don't want to interrogate him. You talk to him.
Okay. Hello, sir. I'm so sorry for that. I guess we kind of just wanted to have a bit of a conversation with you. Do you know maybe perhaps about any weird things that are going on with the papers that you do sell?
Audit the use of my papers. I sell papers, right? People tell me the paper that they
you
want.
said that already.
I give them the paper. They then do whatever it is they want with the paper. Now, if you are saying you have found a paper that perhaps I might know about, and you would like to ask me questions about that paper, I can help you there. But if you're just saying generally what happens to paper, I'm afraid that is just I don't have insight into that level of detail
Right, give
as
him
to
the
what
map.
happens in
Give
the
him the map.
city.
I pull out the map.
Thank you.
Here.
Okay.
Coming into a man's shop, shoving a paper in his face with that kind of attitude.
That
He
kind of
looks at
what? What? Sorry, what did you say, Yanderai? That kind of what?
I said attitude.
Oh, I thought you said
Attitude.
something else. I thought you said ratitude.
Oh, you're wasting this man's time with more of your shenanigans and philanderous accusations. Mr. Serpent, what is it, Serpentil? Serpentrix? I
Yes.
can't see his label.
Yes. Serpentil.
Mr. Serpentil, we have been provided with a map that was drawn on some very, very peculiar paper, and as a learned man, we were pointed in your direction to maybe perchance been finding out what kind of special paper this is, any sort of fun special properties, maybe see if you know anyone who might be in the business of using this paper regularly. I do apologize for my colleagues bursting in here and kind of making much ado about nothing before we really kind of got to the point.
Now,
But
this is
we
something
are
I can help you with. Yes.
fantastic.
This
We would
is
love to turn this map
specifics.
over to you for
is-
examination.
This is it's a map. Okay, great. These are specific use cases that I can certainly opine on. Excuse me. So he's gonna take your map. He takes it in his hand. He kind of turns it over with practiced care. He sniffs it. He rubs it between his fingers.
I've been told it smells like
Even
brine and poverty.
disturbingly, he lips it a little bit. He goes on the edge of it.
Now,
You
why
guys
would you do
seen-
that?
Have you seen? Okay, who here has seen Atlantis like above board?
Yes.
I'm picturing like that scene where like a mole is like pulling something out of Milo's fingernail and like doing a little thing and like smelling it. That's exactly what I'm feeling like is happening with this map, licking it all.
So he goes into this in-depth investigation and he's gonna say, this is susser paper. It's rare. It's
Susser
made
paper.
from a tree that only grows in the Underdark. It doesn't come cheap. Ink's standard
yes,
squid
the
ink that's
Underdark.
common enough here. Whoever made this map had access to very fine materials, not some street charlatan peddling forgeries to drunken sailors.
Mr. Serpentil, have you ever sold susser paper?
On occasion, yes, but it's a luxury. It's not something your average scribe needs. It takes a special order to get it in, and quite frankly, it's slow to sell. Most people have no use for something so fine.
Well, have you
If
sold
it's
it to
such a
anybody
rare
recently?
Yeah.
He drums
it
his
have
fingers
any-
on the counter.
Does it have any special properties? I mean, just like why would people be wanting this expensive paper if they don't really use it that much?
Quite frankly, I don't really audit the uses of the paper. I'm not sure why someone would specifically request this over some other type of paper. It would it seems a little bit wasteful to make a map that, quite frankly, no offense to you all, that you all would have. But, I simply could not tell you why someone chose this over the other. But I can say I did indeed sell some paper. It was what, 10 days ago now. It was to a young woman, bright red hair. She paid well. She took enough for a few maps, but didn't say much. She just took the paper and left.
Now, was this woman, do you remember what she looked like? Was she perhaps a tiefling?
She just maybe she was an elf woman. She maybe had a little bit darker skin than, she was a little bit
Oh.
of dark complected, but and she had bright red hair.
Oh, yes. I remember. It didn't Brick have bright red hair?
I think Brick was just a hobgoblin. Didn't she have like red skin? Or was
Yeah,
she
I
yellow?
think that's
Oh.
true.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking it might have been
Do you have
Ash.
any? Do you keep records of any like address or contact information for any of your clientele?
No, of course not. Names are for people looking to be remembered. Her coin was good. She knew exactly what she wanted. That alone made her smarter than half the fools who walk through my door. What am I gonna do? Keep a list of everybody I sell to? No.
Well, yes.
Yes,
For
you might
keeping
do that.
records.
No.
It's what most proper businessmen would like to do.
Well,
Can I psychically talk to Strider real quick and just say, if she's such a distinctive figure, it's very likely that some people here on the docks might have at least seen her if we ask around.
Again, I'm not used to having conversations in my brain, so I'm just gonna be like, well, yes, that's true.
Out loud.
Yes.
Somebody who gets business practices. Thank you, boy. You'll make a fine businessman one day.
Right.
Now you're just a business boy.
So, what about you, Jim? Do you recall anything about this fine red-headed elven woman who bought such an unusual order from your father? Anything you were involved with? Maybe see which way she went? Heard any rumors around town?
Jim sort of dries his hands on his pants and goes, well, Dock Ward's full of ghosts. People come, they go. I don't know if she's in the business of maps. Check with the sailors, the street hawkers, or anyone desperate enough to gamble on a treasure that don't exist.
Well, thank you
it
so
don't
much.
exist, Jim?
I'm sorry, what? What'd you say about Jim?
How do you know it don't exist, Jim?
Well, people down here are taking to flights of fancy.
I like this one. I like this man a lot.
Well,
You're good
good
people,
for you.
Jim.
Thank you.
Hey Jim, real quick question. Why do you have a different accent than your father? Did you grow up somewhere
I got
else?
kicked in the head by a mule when I was a boy.
Oh.
I retract my question,
What's
Jim.
a
I apologize.
tragic accident? I can hardly remember the details now.
Well, I can't imagine.
I'm so sorry. My friends here like to pry a bit too much.
I would say so.
Well, thank you
Well,
so
that's
much for all of
embarrassing
your
note.
help.
Really?
We're gonna go.
Can I roll a little? Can I use my keen sense of smell to see if I can smell gunpowder here? Or does it have to be the rat to take advantage of that?
I'll just let you. So this is the thing. It smells so much like paper making.
Okay.
That would just kind of be like it would be so overwhelming. You're not really
Fair dues,
sure
fair
if you'd
dues.
be able to get that. All right, Dwight's gonna kind of lean back and he's gonna say, "Look, if that's all, I suggest you either buy something or be on the way. It seems you all like to gossip. Perhaps you should head over to the Thirsty Throat. That might have some of your hype in there, I suppose. I don't run a library, and I certainly don't take kindly to loiterers."
Yes, we're very sorry. We'll be on our way.
Good.
Okie doke. Well,
All
I'm
right.
not gonna waste any more of this man's time.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk out.
All right. It's kind of hard to get you guys out. Let me just. Here, you're in the street now.
Okay. Okay, so do we know
Mhm.
anything about this Thirsty Throat?
You do. You know, it's Jim kind of gestured inarticulately. It's in the north east corner of the map.
And do we feel that's a place that might be a useful place for us to go?
I mean, you have a couple of other points of interest here, but it is your only lead.
Eh. Better
Well,
than nothing.
I think two of us should go to the Thirsty Throat. and the other two should maybe ask about the sailors.
The sailors are at the Thirsty Throat. It's a sailor bar.
Oh, great. Or the urchins, or anybody on the street.
Okay,
What
yeah,
about the docks?
there's like a really shitty part of town. You want to go to the shitty part
Yeah,
of
I
town?
think 2 of us should go to the shitty part of town, and 2 of us
Okay.
should go to the
Are you
Thirsty Throat.
volunteering? Are you volunteering yourself for that?
Yeah, who's
Yes,
going to
I
the
will go to the
shitty part of
shitty
town?
part of town.
Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with Lady Lynetta.
Oh, thank
Okay.
I
would
don't
love
know. I think it
nothing more.
makes sense for us to just stick with our room arrangements.
And why is that?
Well,
because I don't want to
obviously
go to
he
the
doesn't
shitty
want to
part
go
of
to the
town.
shitty part of town.
Well,
I don't want to go to the shitty part of town.
Well,
I'll
fine.
just say it.
Spoken sooner.
fine.
No, that's all right. He should have spoken sooner. Come with me, Yonder Eye.
Okay, so you two are going to the Throat.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna put
Yeah.
y'all at the Throat. And I'm gonna put the other two at the shitty part of town. So Vonave and Schreider, stop moving your characters.
Sorry.
I'm gonna put you at the shitty part of town. We're gonna start at the Throat, and then we'll go to the shitty part of town. Okay, sounds good.
All right. Shitty part of town.
All right, Thirsty Throat. Okay. So, inside the Thirsty Throat. Here, I'll put you inside. The Thirsty Throat is alive with activity. You smell the scent of stale beer and unwashed sailors. The smell clings to the air in your bodies like a second skin. A trio of musicians plays something vaguely melodic in the corner, though they're clearly more focused on their drinks than their instruments, even though it is noon. The crowd is a mix of locals, dock workers, and travelers looking for a cheap drink and cheaper company. At the center of the revelry, I will get this to you without even a roll. You see... Oh, whoops. You see like a loud group of 3 over here. They look like adventurers. They are clearly outsiders and strangers in this bar. They have taken up a large, couple of tables at one side of the restaurant. Even watching them for a brief moment, you see that their coin is flowing freely. Their laughter is a lot louder than everyone else in the room, and their confidence is the type of only those found in those who are convinced that they've struck gold. You see empty tankards littering the tables, and one of them, a burly half-orc with a scar across his nose, is waving a battered scrap of paper in the air. You hear him say, "Tomorrow, lads, tomorrow we set out, and will be richer than the lords themselves." His companions, a human with sunburned skin and a gnome who
sorry.
seems barely able to sit upright, cheer in agreement.
So it seems as if maybe they've been given a treasure map as well. What do you think?
Well, they've certainly got a lot of confidence. More confidence than they've got sense running around a bar like this, throwing their gold all over the place, yelling about how they're going to be richer than the lords. If they don't shut up soon, they're going to get shanked before they get the chance to get halfway across town.
Yes, so...
But yes, I do think they've probably smells and sounds like maybe they are headed for a bit of a dupe themselves.
Thinking perhaps with your set of foul language, maybe you'd fit in a bit better with trying to interact with them. So perhaps you could try and fit in a bit there, talk to them, and I'll sit nearby and listen for any useful information.
I'm going to try, but as I hope you know, you're talking about somebody who has the charisma of a wet mop.
Yes,
Okay.
I
So,
I feel like
Yeah, I
they
guess-
probably don't need that much charisma. They're like drunk and foolish, right?
all right. So we're going to go
Okay.
for it, I guess. I'm going to saunter up towards this table.
Love it. It's right over here.
Oh, it's this one?
Saunter.
Yeah. I'll remove these other 2 people just to kind of make it super clear. There's other people milling about, but just keep
Mhm.
that in your mind.
Okay. So, is there a bartender at the bar?
Yeah.
I would like to buy 3 mugs of ale
Okay.
at the bar.
5 coppers. Do
Okay.
you want to buy one for yourself?
Yeah, why not?
5 coppers.
But it's just still 5 coppers.
Yes, that's 5.
All right. So sorry about that. I don't know why it was. Anyway, so I will take and buy those, and I'm gonna like just kind of saunter up like I belong here, because if it looks like they've kind of let the ale flow and like they're having a great time, I guess when they're doing their whole like big like, yeah, we'll be richer than the lords, then I'll pop up with my like my free, a toast kind of a situation.
Okay. And how are you doing that?
So I guess I'll kind of stumble towards them a little bit, maybe slosh a little bit out of my mug, maybe not theirs. And as they say that they're going to be richer than all the lords, I'll just kind of like chime in with a big hurrah, and then a toast to the finest men the Thirsty Throats ever seen this side of Docktown. Toast to those lads who's gonna go up and show it to those toffs in the upper city. What's real, what's true, what's proper. Kind of trying to give good English football, like footballer lad vibes, and so I'm gonna shove these ales kind of at them.
Okay, yeah.
And try to befriend them.
Okay.
A little bit.
They are taken to it. They cheers with you and they go, oh yeah, I'll tell you what. This is something worth celebrating.
Oh man, it ain't every day you lads you see fine lads like yourselves from this part of town with going on a treasure hunt with such vim, such vigor, real confidential. Oh fuck, no, I had it and I lost it.
Well, it's a map, my friend, a real map. None of
It's a
that
real map. I don't even know how to
nonsense
read a map.
You see in the market. This one leads to something big. The gnome grins and kind of sloshes ales. Bought it from a cobbler. Can you believe it?
The
Treasure
cobbler?
maps and boots all in one place.
You know, once though, I did hear tell of a lady who had a secret special spot in her shoe where she could keep things just like said special super treasure map. So you might be onto something there, friend.
Wow.
Yeah, what was it a cobbler? Was it a woman cobbler? Man cobbler? Elf cobbler? Peach cobbler?
The gnome kind of squints and wiggles in his chair. He goes, it was on Ship Street near the docks. Splean? Mean? Oh, hell, if I remember his name. But he's got a shop there. The map came from a retired sailor. Seemed like a fair deal. The half-orc claps him on the back. For once, you made a good call, Varn. Glung, glung, glung.
Retired sailor. Well, and if anybody knows the real life of adventure and treasure, it's gonna be a salty old dog like what you found down in that little cobbler's streets. Boys, I'll tell you what, I'm real proud of your sons. I'm real happy to see you three true lads, 3 sons of Docktown. You're gonna go out, you're gonna stick it to him, and I hope you just remember us little small folks when you strike it big, eh?
You bet. And I'll tell you what, we meet back here. You buy us another round, and maybe we could even tell you the tale after.
Oh, I love a good yarn. Big fan of that.
All right.
Yeah. Would I be able to see, or like whether it would be, I guess it would be perception, if they are waving the map around drunkenly, I don't know how much they're doing, would I be able to catch, would I be able to see anything of note on it? Could I roll perception to see if does it look anything like what any of the documents that we would have had,
Do you
or
wanna
are they
ask
moving
him?
it around?
You
I
wanna
don't know
ask
if I
the
want
orc to see the map?
to. What do you think, Lynetta? Should I go for it? I'm
He
gonna go
says.
for it.
He yells behind his back, over his shoulder.
Yes, they do seem very willing to share information.
So, lads, you're never gonna believe what's happened to me, right? Not 1 week ago, maybe not even 4 days ago, right? We gets ourselves a map of our own. eh?
Well,
Me and
your
my
had to be
very-
fake.
Well, that's the thing, right? Me and my very beautiful tall lady friend over there, who was just so intimidated by your manliness and your rah, you know, um, we have not really had the guts. We haven't had the courage to kind of go out and find it. You know, we don't have that camaraderie that you lot seem to have got going on. But like, you know, what if our map is a fake? How's we gonna know? Unless we can take a look maybe at your real map, and I'll show you our fake map if you really, really want it. You know, maybe
Well,
we do a little comparison.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to.
I don't even have to look at the front, lads. I can look at the back.
No, it's fine. You bought us a drink, so we'll let you see it. And he hands it over. So, he hands it over. Roll an investigation check.
19.
Yeah. So the paper and ink and the general vibe of the map does match the forged maps that you have, and then also the ones that you Artur kind of showed you a couple in the layer as well. So yes, they have a fake map.
All right, so I will just kind of like smack the map a little bit like that, and like give it like a long approving, long approving whistle. And I'm gonna like hand it back to them, and I'll make a show of like covering my eyes, so that I'm just trying to give the general impression like I'm not competition, I'm not coming for your gig, like I'm just, lads. I mean, what you got right there, that's you're right. What can I tell you, mains? Ours is definitely a fake. Really, really glad we just kind of, fucked off. Didn't have the means, nor the guts or glory, that you lads are rocking around with. Again, just I can't wait to come see you back here. I know you. I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my guts. True sons of Docktown. You lads are gonna go far. And I'll give like a last little cheers toast before I try and walk away.
They just kind of look at you, and you hear them being like, "It seems like the kind of guy who talks too much when he gets real nervous." I gotta sometimes just be like, "Ah, interesting," and move on. Yeah, it's just like a whole thing. I'm telling you, a cobbler sold it to us. Why would a cobbler lie? You don't stay in business selling bad boots. I sure as hell don't stay in business selling bad maps either. Alright. They kind of wave at you.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm
Have a
leaving.
nice
We've
day.
leave.
All right, perfect. Love it. Okay, so let's go back to the shitty side of town. So, Strider, you have the criminal background, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So because you have that background, you're able to kind of navigate this area, and what you know about this area is that there's a few organizations that kind of operate in the ward.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically the Plague Rats and the Xanathar, to name just two.
Right.
But even more than that, there's a lot of unaffiliated thieves, right? Just guildless thieves, ne'er-do-wells, etc. So you are familiar with this part of town, and you're actually on Ship Street. And you, as you're kind of walking around, you kind of have this sort of a tickle. And you actually do know, you've heard tell in your criminal contacts that there is a cobbler in this area of town. He is a moderately successful thief on the side. And you know he maintains a shop, and he might know a little something about what you're looking for.
Who'd have known that? Wow.
I know. Okay. So, Strider, you're looking around. You're looking
All
for
right.
a cobbler.
I'm gonna
You
turn
find
to
him.
Vinove and say, "Now, around these parts, just don't say anything too how can I say it? Pretentious. You know, we want to keep it lowbrow around here."
Fine, I guess. When in Rome, or
Yes.
when in Waterdeep. Why don't we just keep it simple and I don't talk very much at all, and then
Yes, I think that's best.
all say in your head, But you've really got to get used to me doing this.
Okay.
You don't have to answer out loud. You can just say it in your head, and then I'll
Right.
hear it.
Right.
Cool.
Cool.
Did you say that in your head? Are you still saying it out loud?
And I think cool.
Okay, great.
So I'm gonna go just like full stealth mode. I'm gonna have Rixley turn invisible, and I'm gonna use my medallion to like cast to detect thoughts as we go inside. So I can just like hang back, let Strider do the talking, but be kind of like keeping a lookout for anything crazy, and that I can like communicate it to him in his brain if I need to.
Sounds good. Okay, so you guys arrive at Forksful Cobbler Shop. This shop is tucked between a fishmonger's stall and a shuttered warehouse. Forksful fine boots and repairs doesn't look like much at first glance. The sign creaks on rusted chains. The shop window is smeared with grime, and the strong scent of leather and glue emanates from the shop. Inside the shop is dimly lit by a few smoky lanterns, their glow casting long shadows over rows of well-worn boots and half-finished soles. A cluttered counter dominates the front with a cobbler's tools scattered among leather scraps. At the back of the shop, hunched over a boot and pretending to work, is Ian Forksful, a wiry man with thinning hair and quick darting eyes. He barely glances up as the party enters, his fingers working idly at a sole. Here, let's put us all kind of in this. Let's put us all kind of in this little shop here, I guess. This is all very kind of
Little crowded.
loose, if you can believe it.
Crowded in here.
It's a little bit crowded, indeed. It's kind of a shitty part of town. So Ian goes, without looking up, he goes, "If you're here for books and boots, I'm booked solid. But if you're here for something else, I don't know what you're talking about."
I'm gonna go, Ian! Long time no see.
Sonny, I don't know. I never met your mother. I have no idea who she is. I have no idea.
Ian, cut it out. I'm not playing the boy right now.
He squints. Roll charisma to see if Ian would even know you.
Just straight charisma?
Yeah.
That's a 20. Dirty 20.
Oh. He goes, "Oh. Sorry. Every time I see a Strider and just
I wink at him.
get so confused. What can I do you for?"
Listen, there's a rumor around town with some maps. I don't know if you'd know anything about that.
Oh, Strider, you know me. I mend boots, not draw
Right,
maps.
of course.
Okay, that's the Serpentills, right? Thing. Have you talked to them?
Oh, we have talked to them.
Maybe you
Here's the
should
thing.
talk to them again. Okay.
Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Here's the
Talk
thing.
to him again.
They don't know anything. Let's be honest. They don't know what's happening. What they do know.
Okay.
What they do know and what we do know is that there's some drow with some maps.
Huh. Okay.
There's some drow with some maps, and people are giving out fake maps, Ian. And I'm
Are they?
trying to get to the bottom of it because let me tell you, heard it from good sources. It would be bad news if the destination of these maps gets visited one more time. It's going to be bad news for everybody.
Well, hypothetically, even if I had maps, I certainly wouldn't know where they came from.
Hypothetically, if you did have maps, where would you have gotten them, hypothetically?
In a hypothetical scenario, I might have found them in a backpack just sitting in an alley off of Odd Street. I wasn't going to let a score like that go to waste.
Of course not. I mean, I would have done the same. I would have done the same. Hypothetically, do you still have that backpack?
No. Why would I hypothetically even keep that?
Well, I was just wondering. Okay, and you said you found it where, hypothetically?
Odd Street.
Odd Street, alright. Well, just be wary, because somebody's mad about the maps, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix the situation, but,
Look, I just sell boots. You know this. Sometimes I take
Right.
opportunities when they knock all right, but if you want more, you'll have to sniff around Odd Street. I
Oh, I'm
certainly
going
don't
to.
have
I'm
those
just,
maps
you know,
anymore.
worried for you if you get caught up in all this. I just want you to watch your back.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not
Uh,
gonna get caught up in it though.
All right.
I
Just make sure
sell
nobody's
boots. I'm a humble cobbler.
right. Make sure nobody's, telling people that you're the one they got the map from. You know what I mean?
I sell boots, not maps.
Right, for sure.
Don't
All
even
right.
know hypothetically where that would happen.
Okay.
Wink.
Wink. We're gonna go check out Odd Street, but thanks for the tips, hypothetically, and we were never here.
Great. Neither was I. Well, this is my shop.
You were here, yeah, but you were
Wasn't
selling
here.
boots.
That's right. Yes.
Actually,
Good.
do you have a pair of boots? I could use a new pair.
All fresh out. This is
Oh,
a
great.
repair shop
Great. Perfect.
today.
All right. Well, I flip him a gold coin.
Look, all right.
I have one specific question. When Strider mentioned the drow, did this guy think of anybody in particular?
Not even remotely. No,
Okay.
it truly feels like he saw a backpack, was like, ooh, interesting. Opened it up, saw it with
Yeah.
some maps, and was like, I bet I could flip these.
Yeah.
So I'll
And then
just
did
like
that.
say that to Strider, give him a little like, he's telling the truth. He's never heard of this drow lady.
I know. I'm gonna say that out loud. All right.
We practice this.
Well, good seeing
All right.
you, old friend. We're gonna go. Keep safe.
Great. Do you guys want to rendezvous? Where do we want to rendezvous?
Well, let's go to
it sounds
the-
like they're kind of. We would probably be heading towards where they are anyway, so I imagine we would
true.
just kind of bump into each
Like,
other
yeah,
That's
around
true.
here.
in one of these intersections.
Yep, let's all
Yeah.
bump into each other.
Perfect.
Two birds, one stone. All right. So you all get together, and I assume you
Oh.
swap information.
What are you doing here?
We are heading to Ship Street. We
No
got a
need.
lead on a cobbler.
No need. We just talked to him. Oh, we just spoke to him actually. Yes. His name is Ian, and he found a backpack full of maps. He doesn't know anything. But we do know where he found the backpack.
Well, that's convenient, I think.
Well, we know that he has been selling these maps to other folks. We came across another group that is.
It is really
Yeah,
unfortunate
such a-
that everybody's blabbing about it, but I did warn him, and he didn't seem worried. So. Anyway, he found a
They
backpack.
just kept saying hypothetically to each other like a lot.
Oh, yeah, he likes to do that.
Yeah.
And then said I was going to sound too pretentious, but then said hypothetically like 17 times. It's fine.
hypothetically.
Well, all right. So where did your backpack lead? Where would
Odd
where would that
Street
take
off
us?
an alley.
Ooh, we love a bit of an odd alley.
Yeah, so I say we go over there and have a little sniff about.
Okay.
Literally
I'd rather
or
not sniff. It's
figuratively?
actually quite stinky.
Right, I was
around
about
here.
to say, is that a euphemism?
Well, I don't know why we would literally sniff about unless somebody feels more inclined to be doing that recently.
Hmm.
Okay, so you all find Odd Street over here.
Okay.
You see an alley towards the back. Presumably, this was the alley that Ian was talking about. But just as you all go to kind of investigate a little bit further, you hear the rhythmic clatter of boots echoing down Odd Street before the watch comes into view.
Gosh.
There are 8 guards in green and gold uniforms, their tabards emblazoned with the crest of Waterdeep. Their leader, a broad-shouldered sergeant with a well-polished breastplate and an expression of permanent disinterest, eyes the party as they approach. This is not Lynetta, your boyfriend.
I was about to ask, is this
No,
Lynetta's
this
boyfriend?
is not- This is
We
not
were
Lynetta's
so ready
boyfriend.
to ask.
This is an unknown man. He goes, afternoon. Something I can help you with?
Good afternoon. Is there something you needed help with?
I'm asking you if you need help.
Oh. No, we were just walking around.
Okay.
Do you
It's not a
know
crime.
Do you know Sergeant Grimstitch?
I do.
Yes,
We have a
we're
card game.
friends of him. We're friends
Oh.
of him.
Actually, this is his girlfriend.
Look, we haven't put
Oh.
labels on it yet.
Oh, I kind of thought
You
swung
have the
other way.
pleasure of knowing Lady Lynetta.
Oh. He's punching up then.
He is, my dear sir, very much so.
Okay, good for Grimstitch. Good for old Grims.
Oh yes, how is he doing today?
I quite frankly haven't seen him.
Oh
I'll
well,
tell him you
Okay.
say hi.
great old pal.
Thank you
Go
so
do that.
much.
Yeah, yes. Good, so
Have a
good.
good day.
Okay. Bye. They walk away. You don't want to ask him any questions?
Oh, I thought we were about to be arrested.
Nope, they're just walking around.
We're very suspicious of the city guard, or worried about them being suspicious
that was
of
not the
us.
tune we were singing when Vonave was going to get the city guard. Okay, so
Well,
all
it
right,
was
you guys
desperate
are alone in the
times.
alley.
Oh, great. Do we see any? Can we investigate the alley?
Sure,
Which way is the alley? Is it over here to
Where
like
is
kind
it?
of the left or up north?
we're just saying we're in the alley.
Oh, okay.
I want to investigate the alley.
Okay,
Great.
Ooh,
I did
got
a 3 at
21.
investigating the alley. Great. You're.
I'm also gonna investigate.
Well, I got an 8.
Oh, I got a
Okay.
5.
So there's nothing remarkable about this alley. For those of you who rolled higher than a 15, you do see you do notice that there's a couple of sewer grates here, but that's not necessarily unusual. In an alley, whatever backpack may or may not have been here for Strider and Vonave, it was obviously just a backpack that was left here and is no longer there, which is exactly consistent with what Ian said. He saw the backpack, took it, flipped the maps that were inside. Other than that, you see garbage, you rifle through the garbage. No one, regardless of what you rolled, finds anything incriminating or anything. This just seems like it was an alley and a backpack was there one time, and there's nothing really unique about it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Lynetta, maybe you should
Yep.
go back and talk to the guard.
Right.
The ones who left?
Can I
Yeah, they're
go
around here
after them?
somewhere.
The rest of us will stay here.
And exactly is it that I'm supposed to be talking to them about?
I don't know if they've seen any suspicious drow.
I mean,
Why
do
are
we
they gonna
want
tell me that?
to-
Well, as the girlfriend
could-
of Grimstitch, I don't know.
We could try to enlist their aid. I mean, smuggling
Yes.
down in the dock ward, probably not great in their eyes.
Well, then why don't
Maybe
you
if we
two
tell them-
go do that?
You're kind of a cop lover, aren't you?
No. You are.
Not you.
Just try.
but no,
You all remember? Do you remember how close to dead we were? Yonderai actually was dead. I'm just saying, if we're trying to find this like secret group of people, anyways, maybe we get some like meat shields to go around us.
I would also just like to say, it's not actually my boyfriend. Do we all recall that that was all like a plot so that I could like distract him so you could, talk to the.
Right, I just feel like it was to
Ye-
our advantage to have some sort of personal connection to the guards. To not be arrested from whenever
but
you
you're
guys
calling me
wanted
a-
to break into the room.
Yes, but you're calling me a cop lover, and I just want you to know that
Right.
that was for our benefit. It was fake.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, just so we're clear.
regardless of who does or does not participate in cop loving. At this stage, our trail has gone a bit cold. We ran into at the Thirsty Throat. We ran into this little party of 3. Had a map that looked damn near identical to the one that we had early on. Clearly from the same source. It's in this backpack. They said they bought it from a retired sailor named Spleen or Mean or something. I'm assuming that's who you lot talked to down on Ship Street, and that is what brought us here. Was there any other information, anything that we could maybe be pointed in the direction of while Lynetta May goes
I mean,
to
there's the
chase
woman
down the
with the bright
guards?
red hair.
Well, I don't see any of them running around.
Short of going into
I-
the sewers, I don't see any other option, really.
Yeah. I guess there's always the sewer.
I'll give you guys a hint. It's not really the sewers.
Probably not gonna.
I feel that you and Lynetta should go talk to the cops and see what you find.
All right, if you insist.
Where are we? Are there any street hawkers? Anybody any marked I know we're kind of in an alleyway. If we meander a little bit, could we find maybe a couple
Sure.
of other people to talk to just
Sure.
see if so I'm gonna meander.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna query. Who wants to look for the officers? Anybody? Nobody?
I guess I'll talk to them.
You wanted to, Lynetta?
I don't really want to, but someone does want me to, so.
Okay. Everyone put yourselves where you want to be, and Lynetta, don't move.
Okay.
Is
I'm
there
gonna think I'll be
anybody?
oh, whoops.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna go down here, kind of where you are, Strider, right over here.
to these people. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Those are NPCs. I can see them.
All right. Where do you want to be, Bonave?
Basically where I am, like tucked into this little nook. I was just trying to move
Sounds good.
Rixley separate.
All right, Lynetta, you frantically look around the streets and you find the guards again. You catch up with the sergeant again. He kind of does a double take of you. He goes, "Oh, hi. Can we help you with anything now?"
Yes, it kind of slipped my mind before, but actually wanted to talk to you. So we've actually been helping Sergeant Grimstitch and his associates, which I guess would be you, with a bit of an investigation, and we're wondering if we could maybe swap some information. Maybe you give us some, I'll give you some, and see if we can put together the pieces.
Look, lady, I don't know you. If you want to do my job for me, be my guest. But just don't make a mess that we have to clean up, and don't expect any favors
Oh,
if
of
and when
course
you muck
not.
it up. So
Of course
if
not.
you have information that you want to give me, or if you have questions you want to ask me, we can deal with those on a case-by-case basis. But
Have you seen any suspicious drow about?
well, drow? God, I don't think anybody's ever seen a drow. I mean, outside the trouble up there in Luskin, but I mean, shit, that was what, 80 plus years ago now. So
Oh,
I
yes.
mean, we don't really get a lot of drow around here, and I'd be shocked to see one personally.
I mean, I would as well, and that's why I found it a little disturbing to hear that perhaps there were some drow about these parts smuggling, perhaps in the sewers.
Oh God, I mean, there's always trouble going on. We do know that the gangs are fighting more. You do well to
Yes,
steer clear of Ship and Fish Street, but
Yes.
smuggling, we do what we can when we can. But if you're saying that smuggling is happening, unfortunately, we know.
All right, so there's nothing maybe else going on unusual around here? Any crime activity?
There's always
you could
something
have-
unusual going on. Do you have a specific what are you involved in, lady?
I told you we're helping an investigation.
Okay. So maybe go talk to Grimstitch, since he seems to know more information than you're willing to give me.
What information could I give you that will be helpful? I
Puff,
feel like I've
puff,
shared
red
quite.
hair.
We're looking for a woman with bright red hair. Have you seen that around here?
You mean Megat, who owns the inn down by the dock, the converted ship's prow?
Perhaps she has bright red hair.
Yeah,
All right. Well, what was it you
That's
said?
it?
She runs the what?
the ship's prow.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. That could be helpful.
Okay.
Wait,
Have a
ask
good
him
day.
if there's
The
any.
ship's
Ask him,
prow.
hey,
Ask him if there's any known hideouts
You guys
of
aren't
the
around. You guys wanted to go fuck off and talk to John, Dick, and Henry
I'm so
over
close
in-
to him. The
the-
guards
the
are all
s-
around me.
Yonderai, isn't it? Yonderai wanted to fuck off.
I don't know what you're talking about, Clem.
I'll let Vonave, if you want to do your psychic shit, you can, but no one else is helping. You guys didn't want to deal with my guardsmen.
Ask him if there's any like known hideouts or meeting places of the Xanathar or
Zentarum.
that other the Zentarum
Zentarum.
in the immediate
Zentarum,
vicinity.
yes. The Zentarum or the Xandar, the ones that are fighting that you mentioned. Do you know about any hideouts, perhaps?
You think? Lady, if you want to go get yourself killed, you're more than welcome to be my guest, but I'm not letting you.
Oh, I'm very proficient in
I'm not
sword
going.
fighting.
I'm not helping you on whatever suicide by criminal organization you want to do.
So is that a yes or no?
No, I'm not. No, I don't know anything about that.
All right.
Do
thank
I
you for
know
being
where the
very helpful.
Zenthorum are?
Have a
Yeah.
nice day. Bye.
Okay. Hey, you heard anything about treasure maps?
Have I?
Yeah.
I literally said earlier about the treasure map.
What'd you say though?
I said that we were helping with an investigation,
Right? I don't know anything
And I
about
meant-
that.
and I mentioned that there was some false treasure map.
Okay. So you already know
So-
about that? Nah, I
Yes,
didn't
we
tell
are
you
well
about it.
aware.
Okay. All right. Good. Go nuts.
What do you have
Ask him what he
anything
knows
else
about
you'd
it.
like to tell me about it?
Would I like to tell you about it?
I
yeah,
mean,
look,
maybe there's something you know that I don't.
well, we've heard that a lot of folks. I mean, they're going around. A lot of folks are gambling on scraps of parchment and going missing. But quite frankly, that's death by misadventure, and we got real crimes to deal with. But I guess if you sounds like you're on that case, so go nuts.
Okay, great. Thank you so
I
much.
can't believe my tax gold funds these people.
I'm
All right.
so glad that you're out here doing the real work, protecting
I
these
am.
streets.
Thank you. You're welcome. All right. I'm leaving.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right.
They don't know shit.
Well, not
Except,
even where to.
except let's go to the ship's prow.
Any
Okay.
particular reason we should go to the ship's prow?
Yes, Megan is there.
Who the fuck's Megan?
Who's Megan?
Megat.
You know, red-haired girl.
Oh well, I didn't know
Oh.
that was her name. Who's
Yeah,
Megan?
it's
You
news to
said.
me.
Yes,
Megat.
Megan. Megat. That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said Megan.
Megat. Like
Okay.
maggot.
Oh,
But Megat.
well, let's go to the ship's prow.
All right, great.
All right.
So, way to go. So, let's just recap here what we did. You have obtained the following clues from the people. From the guardsmen, you have learned that there's been increased gang activity around Ship and Fish Street.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
From the cobbler, you know that he found a backpack full of fake maps in an alley off Odd Street. You also know that a young redheaded woman bought the rare paper used to make the map the characters owns, and presumably other maps, including the maps that the adventurers have at the Thirsty Throat. You also know that the paper on which it is printed is Susur paper, which is rare paper that is made from a tree that only grows in the Underdark. And that from, this was a side mission, but your giant rat friend found out that there are drow operating in the city doing smuggling.
Yes.
Okay. Together, these clues should lead you easily to the Ship's Prow, which is a
Yes.
well-regarded inn at the intersection
Now you
of
say that.
Ship and Fish Street.
Oh.
It is now early evening, and we can make our way to the Ship's Prow, the inn.
Yes.
But I propose we take a 5-minute break before we do so.
I agree with this proposition.
Okay, wonderful.
Here's what I'm
All in
wondering.
favor.
Okay, hit
What
me.
the fuck has Manshoon got to do with any of this? Because we heard of that guy for like 2 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Maybe.
he fucked off to go do who knows what after that
Mhm.
guy exploded into flames.
Mm-hmm.
And there's clones of him.
And there's
Mhm.
clones of him, allegedly. But we haven't even seen one.
Manshoon is affiliated with one of the gang organizations, and
Or
we
the
are
other.
still about to go check out a place that's
All I thought is
You
that
know.
maybe we would see more of these clones running around.
You know that there's you're in the midst of a gang war.
Yes.
It appears there's multiple sides that are kind of doing something here. So maybe it'll all kind of be revealed. You also know that, and this is a spoiler for future seasons of D&D, this is the first story arc in a much longer story. So perhaps, almost as if this were a book, we have gotten to a certain part of the plot here, and maybe that plot continues, and these elements build on top of each other to arrive at, gosh, a climax wherein questions are answered and the story is resolved.
So crazy.
Could that be
I don't think so.
what we're
Could.
doing? Oh, of course not.
No, I don't think so.
Of course not. What do we know? What do
All
I
right, let's
know?
take a $5.
Come back at 2:40. We'll see you then.
All right, well, BRB. Hello, we're back.
All right. So, you all followed the directions of the very helpful guards. I guess I should have just moved you all at once. Damn it. I've made a mistake. I've made a horrible mistake. All right, hold on. Let's get you all here.
One by one.
So you all approach the ship's prow, which is this kind of boat here. And it is a boat. Okay, so here's the deal. It's a rather conspicuous inn. It is a converted boat. It is a boat that multiple floors have been like added onto, so it's like a crazy floating kind of monstrosity. You, Strider, anybody who's a local know that this is a well-regarded inn. In the area, it's like it's perfectly like normal. It might not have been
Okay.
one of the first places for you to like think about. But this isn't some sort of new construction,
Right.
so to speak. It stands 4 stories tall. It is the exterior wooden boards of the building are silvery in coloration, kind of that like wood when it gets kind of gray. As you all approach, it is again the evening. You've been kind of like scampering around for most of the day. So it's kind of like, 4 o'clock, the sun's getting kind of low and it's taking on that reddish hue of the evening. And as you all kind of approach, you see a red-headed woman. There she is. You can hover over her if you want. Slip into the inn. And there she goes. She's inside.
How
You follow her
strange
inside?
and suspicious.
Let's
I'm gonna
follow
raise
her
the
inside.
hood. I'm gonna raise the hood on my cloak of Elvenkind, so I will have advantage on stealth rolls. And yeah, I'd like to follow this person inside and try to remain undetected and inconspicuous.
You walk in. Everyone, how are you entering this inn?
I don't know. It says there's no token, which gives me visibility of the area.
I know. I'm gonna put you. I need to know how
Oh.
you all are entering the inn.
I just want to
I'm just gonna walk in normally.
walk in
Okay.
normally.
It is an inn. So so Yonder Eye, you're crouched. You're sneaking in. Everyone else is kind of like, this is an inn. We're walking in. Bonabay, what are you doing?
Both Rixley and I will be invisible.
Both Rixley and you will be invisible.
Okay, so
Okay.
Lynetta and I are
Yes.
walking in.
That's right. Okay,
Yes.
so let's get everybody in. So,
I
sometimes
just
being
didn't want to be
sneaky-
immediately spotted
That's fair.
That's fair.
by the person that we're tailing.
Right.
Okay. So you are all now in Yonder Eye. You're crouched in the back. It is a busy inn. You see a bunch of people kind of milling about. Anybody who wants to roll perception may do so now.
Yes.
It's a busy inn. You see like a couple people look over at you, but I mean, you're just 4 people walking into an inn. That's
I
not
got
a
an
crime, is it?
18.
Got an 8. I was so close to a 20. One less bounce.
I think 18 is the best. We got some 6s and a 9.
Okay. So this kind of goes out to this kind of gives you this is available to everybody, and we'll kind of go on increasingly. So the interior of the ship's prow is large and spacious. It definitely reflects the fact that it used to be a boat. It is about 40 feet wide and 50 feet deep. The ceilings are somewhat low, about 10 feet high. Again, not exactly suspicious given that this used to be a boat. The structure is 4 stories tall. You see tables and chairs. The ceiling is partially open to the floors above. For those of you who perhaps know of this inn, I will let you all determine who may or may not know this, depending on your backstories and your involvement in the city of Waterdeep prior to this moment. You know that the top 2 floors consist of rented rooms, right? Because this is an inn. The inn is brightly lit with fish oil lamps and candles burning constantly. You are some of you, and I'll let you decide with your character, you find the amount of candles and open flames surprising. We are in an entirely wooden structure. It did used to be a boat. So if you think that is weird, you can interrogate that more if you want. Or you can just be like, yeah, makes sense. The bar reeks of fresh fish brine, and burning fish oil.
Would you say it also reeks of poverty?
Yeah, generally. I mean, it's mostly sailors, but I mean, like, this is a joyful place. You hear music, shouting, singing, and yelling, which makes it difficult to hear and hold a conversation. Now, for my perceptives, my perception rolls, you are in the common area. You see, for those of you who rolled above a 10, 2 doors behind the bar lead into the kitchen and storerooms in the rear of the establishment. You have a feeling that if you were stealthy enough, you might be able to slip into the kitchen, but bear in mind that you are in a busy inn with a lot of people. As far as patrons, everybody sees Megget, a young woman with red hair. She is serving drinks and rubbing elbows. Those of you who rolled above a 10 see that she's clearly, like, she appears to be the innkeeper. Like, she is very bubbly, she's effusive, she's serving drinks, she's going behind the bar, she's pulling the tap, she's serving it up, she's rubbing elbows, she's yucking it up. You see a lot of merrymaking. You also see, for those of you who rolled above a 15, you notice in this area, they appear to be trying to blend in underneath cloaks that are pulled up.
So,
But
I have a
these
question.
individuals are unmistakably drow. Yes.
Because the only thing we can see is, like, this initial square.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hold on, give me a second. Oh, why?
I don't
that's
know.
interesting.
I was like,
Oh.
you're saying it's a busy room and there's 2 people
Yeah,
here.
I was like,
Now you're
little
in this
confused.
room.
Great.
How about that?
Yeah, how about that?
Welcome.
Hey, there's
Welcome to this room.
There's a girl with a redhead. I was like, I'll just take your
Hey.
word for it. I'll take your word for it.
okay. You see, sorry about that. So you see, this is Megget.
Right, yeah.
He's running around. For those of you who rolled high enough, there are a number of patrons, quote unquote patrons, who are trying to appear to not be patrons, but they appear to be drow trained fighters.
Hmm.
They are drow and they are trained fighters. You can just kind of tell by the way that they move that they know how to fight. Beyond that, though, what would you like to do? You know there's a kitchen, and you know that there's rooms upstairs.
Somebody else go.
Is there a waitress or a waiter?
It appears to be Megan. Megget.
Oh,
Megan.
okay.
Maybe. Maybe
split up and search for clues.
one of us could rent a one or two of us could rent a room upstairs to give us an excuse to poke around
Yeah, I'll
without
go up to rent a room.
I guess I'll go do that. too,
get two
since I'm
beds this
visible.
time.
Yeah.
I can go do a little poking around in the kitchen while y'all are doing that, since I am invisible.
Well, that should be fun.
So to rent the room, who do we talk to?
Megan?
Megan?
Oh, great.
Yep. She appears
She
to be
just
the
does
only
everything?
person working. Yep, she's doing everything. She's the innkeeper.
Just doing it all.
Yep.
Just a mom making a difference.
All right. Hello, excuse me. Hi.
Hi.
Do you have any rooms?
I
We're
sure
looking
do.
for two.
2 gold per day.
2 beds in each, if you don't mind.
Perfectly fine.
Great. I'll cover the rooms, Lynetta.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind.
So here's
Okay.
4 gold.
Thank you.
Um,
And this gets you breakfast in the morning, but not dinner.
oh,
drinks.
I see.
You'll have to pay for those separately.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Do we have keys to the rooms or?
Here you go.
Great. And what numbers so we can go up and put our things?
3 and 4.
Great. All right. Well, we'll go check those out and then probably come down for some dinner.
Love that. Love that. Very
Thank you
normal
so much.
flow
Yes.
of the evening. Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
It's
All
up
right,
this
we
way,
go
right?
to the rooms.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
I'll-
I guess why not?
Okay. So you go upstairs. I'm putting you all in scene here. So hold on, give me a second here. So you go upstairs to where the rooms are. You see a couple of people kind of milling about. Your rooms are these 2 right here. Right here, 1 and 2.
Okay. Not this one though, right?
Not the one on
think
the
that's-
end.
Let's imagine there's 2 beds.
Please. I don't have precise maps.
Imagine if you will.
Imagine if you will, they have 2 beds.
Great.
They're nice rooms. This is a nice inn. They're clean. I'll just kind of, while you guys get settled in, as you guys were kind of walking around getting your stuff together, most patrons are here to rest and recover from work, adventuring, or just having too much fun in the common area downstairs. They're moving around very normally. There's a few that you can certainly try to talk to, but up here it's mostly patrons and employees with, they all appear to be kind of humans.
And sorry, I did not mean to open that. Are these doors down here rooms as well?
Yes, all the
All of
doors
them
up
are
here are
rooms.
rooms. Yep.
How do we, and which ones are ours?
The door. I have just opened the doors to
The
your
two,
three
the
rooms.
2 on top.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess, I'll put my stuff in the room and,
Perfect.
like whatever.
I'm
okay.
gonna come over to talk to you in your room. So I was thinking, since there's some more people up here, perhaps we could talk to them out of the eye and ear sight of Megget.
Megan.
See if they know anything. Megget.
Oh, right. Megan.
I don't know why you keep wanting to call her Megan.
I keep swearing that that's what her name is. I'm sorry. What would we ask these people, do you think?
Maybe if they find any of her behavior suspicious, or if they've seen any weird, like, gang-related activities going on around here.
Great. Let's go do that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's
And what are Yonderai and Vonnevar? Are you just going along with the flow here?
I had said that I wanted to investigate that kitchen area.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second here. Let's
no
talk
worries.
about these. And both of you rolled stealth and everything to try to sneak into an incredibly busy kitchen during the middle of the evening rush.
I have not.
Aren't you
Go ahead and
invisible?
do that.
I'm invisible. I don't know.
You're
what
in Rixley.
impact. No, I have the spell invisibility. We both.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
Rixley and I are both invisible.
Go ahead and roll stealth at advantage. Because you'll
Okay.
still need to be somewhat, you can't just bonk
Yeah.
around it. You can't just slap around in there. And then Yonderai, you roll stealth normally unless you have that cloak, right?
I do, yeah. I roll stealth with advantage.
So go ahead and do that. Both of you are rolling stealth at advantage. All right. So while you two are doing that, Lynetta and Strider, you want to talk to the employees and the patrons?
Yeah.
Okay. So you pepper them with kind of sidelong questions of like, oh, the smuggling seems to be getting really bad in town, right? And the commoners just kind of go, I don't know much about that, I'm afraid. And you go, have you seen any unusual sights? Maybe like, I don't know, like the other day, God, I was so shocked. I saw a hobgoblin. You ever seen? What's the most surprising race you've ever seen? Any drow? And they kind of go, drow? I don't know anything about that. And you kind of go, what about the innkeeper down there? What about her? You know, she's crazy hair on that lady, huh? Kind of wild. And they go, oh, that's Megan. No, she runs the show. She's great. I don't know, very customer service oriented. Yeah. Then the innkeeper is, you know, as far as I know, yeah, it's all really good. You seen anything suspicious around here lately? No, not really. No, we don't know much about any of that, unfortunately. So it seems like nobody knows anything about drow, smuggling, criminal activity, suspicious activity. Megget's presence in the inn seems completely fine. Is there anything that I didn't cover that you would like to inquire about?
How's the dinner here?
Oh, good. Good.
Oh, good.
Great food. Good ale, too. Yeah.
Oh. Well, we'll go get some
Yeah.
of that now.
You wouldn't have high
Thank you
expectations
so
because it's in the
much.
dock ward, but
Yeah.
good.
Well,
Yeah.
great to hear.
Yeah.
All
get
right.
the spaghetti.
Great, we will. Let's go, Lynetta.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go to kitchen team.
Kitchen team.
Kitchen team.
Kitchen team, what were our roles?
17.
23.
Okay. So, you all managed to kind of slip into the kitchen. The kitchen is a bustling and chaotic place full of cooks and other wait staff. Everyone seems primarily concerned with making and serving delicious food. You don't really see any drow back here either. You're kind of like looking around the ingredients areas. Actually, hold on, we have a map. Do we have a map for the kitchen? No, we don't. Okay. We'll just theater of the mind it. For all intents and purposes, it's a normal kitchen. Looking around, you don't see any like boxes marked with a skull and crossbones or anything like that, or anything that
Yeah.
says smuggled goods. You are welcome to. There's an attached storage area too within the kitchen. We'll say that you get in there again. It's full of food, crates and kegs, nothing unusual. Would anybody like to break stealth to try to talk to some of these employees?
Yep.
Could. I don't know how well that would go.
Okay.
But, I mean, since I'm just in a cloak and they just haven't noticed me, maybe it's a little less jarring for me to break stealth than it would be for Vonave, who is currently fully invisible.
Sure.
You got this, buddy.
Yeah, I guess I'll just kind of like take my little hood off and, you know, just look around and act like I belong. I'm gonna definitely try to do that. We're allowed to be here. We have clearance. And then I guess
Kitchen clearance.
right. I guess I'm gonna go. I will try and strike up a conversation with one of the kitchen workers.
Okay. You strike up with a conversation of a very shocked, what appears to be a bus boy. The bus boy is kind of shocked, and he's like, "What are you doing in here?"
Oh, health and safety.
Okay.
Inspection time. We've heard a bit of rumors from Sergeant Grimsby of the Guard.
I don't know that man. That means nothing
well,
to me.
That's fair. I mean, why would you? Bureaucracy. No, we've heard some rumors going around of some unsolicited goods movement. You know, and since we are health and safety, that falls under the safety purview. I just wanted to. You notice any hobgoblins, any drow moving around? Anybody that makes you feel uncomfortable, other than myself? I am aware I just startled you.
No. I don't know.
Nothing.
anything
How's your
about
boss? How's your relationship with your boss? Is she minding the union rules? You guys get your mandated breaks?
that. Yeah, no, she's
Yeah.
really good. Yeah.
Great. Anybody? Anything weird? Any? You said you haven't seen any smells of gunpowder?
What's gunpowder?
Maybe. Well, you'd know it if you smelled it and lit it on
Oh,
fire.
okay.
So I'm gonna say you don't.
Oh,
Well, what's your name, friend, person, busman?
Drew with an I.
Oh, Drew with an eye. I love that. Very exotic. Well, Drew with an eye, you have been, and it has been a pleasure. I suppose I will leave you to it. I'll make sure and include that in my report. I suppose you then have a wonderful day.
Do you
Where is the
need
storage
to check
room?
anything? Like,
The storage room.
he points.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go check that out as phase 2 of my annual investigation.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna go ahead and just go over to
Okay.
go over to the storage room and go in there. And
Go ahead and investigate the storage room.
okay, good. That was what I was gonna ask to do. No. Got an 18. I got a 3.
But you have that inspiration.
I do have that inspiration. Can I use it? Can I use it to roll again?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? I got a 19 plus a dirty 20.
You see a weird seamless hatch in the ground floor.
Oh, I'm gonna just wiggle my fingers. If I look around, are there any employees, anybody from the inn in the room with me that would see anything, or
No.
adjacent to it? Am I in the clear?
Not necessarily. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna look for a way to open that hatch. I guess I can try pushing down on it. You said it's seamless.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try maybe pushing down on it gently.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
And you just want to push down on it gently?
Yeah, because it's supposed to be it's seamless, so there's not a handle. So I'm trying not to I don't want to stand on it and break it or do anything.
Okay.
Can I investigate it for traps?
Sure. Roll perception.
Oh, perception. Okay, hang on. Of course, the one roll that I got, the wrong roll, I got high on. So perception was 9.
Yeah, as far as you know, you can just push down on it.
Okay, I'm gonna push down on it.
Okay. So as you push down on it, the hatch does click open, and you smell the unmistakable stench of sewer gas. But as you kind of press down on it, this all happens simultaneously. So you press down on it, it sort of clicks, it starts to slide, waft of sewer gas. And then as you look down, expecting to see an open gaping hole into the sewer, you see the fiery outline of a rune come to life on it. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
25.
So you're going to take half. The room the rune explodes and fills the room with eldritch flame. You're going to take 4 fire damage. You
Okay.
would have taken more. And you hear screams coming from the kitchen. Vonave, what are you doing?
I was about to say I would have followed him in, so if the flame filled the entire room, I probably need to do same
Thank you
dex
for-
save.
Thank you for doing honor system. Yes.
Thank you for your candor.
Thank you for your candor.
Oh
Please do
yeah,
a dex
and
save.
my reward for candor is that I got an 8.
Please
so
take
that's-
7 fire damage.
I surely will, and I feel like does damage. Oh, I guess I would just have to roll for concentration on invisibility.
Yes. Is Rixley with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for him too. Okay, I kept concentration on invisibility, and then Rixley. Do you add anything to dexterity, buddy? No. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. +3. Hell yeah. All right.
Okay.
What'd you get? He got a 7 on the die for 10. So,
He's gonna take some fire, but he's an imp, so it should be fine.
oh, he's immune to fire.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I didn't read that part.
Yep. Okay, so you all have found my kitchen crew. It appears that there is a hatch to the sewer down there. Kind of interesting. Why? Could be anything.
Yeah, I'm a little more concerned by the screams we just heard from the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if I hear screams, I'm gonna pull a little shack face, like oop, and I'm probably gonna try and get out of there. And by get out of there, I'm very short-sighted, so I'm gonna assume I'm probably just gonna take the only open option, which is I might try and go through the hatch.
Okay.
If they are they
So-
close to, like, are they coming?
Well, I need you to tell me what are you doing first, and then we'll go back to the main room because where are Lynetta and Strider? You guys upstairs?
We're still upstairs.
Great. Okay. Excellent. So Yanderai and Vonave. So Yanderai, you're going down the hatch.
Yeah.
Okay. Vonave, what are you doing?
I'm running towards the screams.
Great. So Vonave, you're invisible. You see, nobody is downstairs, so I'm not gonna switch the camera there. But you all hear screams coming from the kitchens and patrons downstairs, and you hear a woman's voice says, "Everyone stay calm, stay calm. The inn has wards to prevent fire." Now, we don't know what happened in the kitchen, but we are going to investigate, and more importantly, we're going to make sure that everybody's drinks are comped for the rest of the night, okay, folks? So please just stay in your seats, and it'll all be over soon.
Boy, I am just
There's
a
no
menace for the
danger.
local bar economy.
No danger.
Can Lynetta and I go down to the dining room? Cause we were gonna go eat dinner.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So
So that
Lynetta
we hear
and
that
Strider-
announcement.
Okay, perfect. Yes, you hear that announcement. It's pretty loud, and the floors are partially open upstairs.
Right, yeah.
So actually, we do.
So
have
we
this
probably
on up
heard
here.
the
I'll go ahead and-
explosion as well.
Yes, you did. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get everybody on this map. Sorry, I forgot we do actually have a kitchen and a side room here on the first floor. So we are now all where we supposed to be. So Lynetta and Strider, you should be in the main room. You should see Megget. You should see a bunch
We're
of
on the
panic
second floor.
patrons.
We're on the second floor still.
Oh, okay. How about now?
Yes,
Yeah.
now we are.
Okay. Now you are there, Yanderai. We're gonna call this the side room, and Vonave, we're gonna call this the kitchen.
Copy.
So Yanderai, you have fled into the sewers.
I would-
Vonave. Oh, okay.
No, I
You're
was
in
just
the
gonna
sewers?
say, if I'm in the sewers, Vonave was invisible, so, but I'm
Mhm.
gonna leave the hatch open because
Okay.
I would not know that Vonave is gonna go the other direction, and I'm
That's
going
fine.
to assume that maybe he was gonna follow me.
Okay, great. So you're in the sewers, Vonave. You are in the kitchen. You see the cooks that were in the kitchen are kind of blown past. The kitchen's in an utter state of disarray because of the blast. There are kind of individual things on fire, but surprisingly, the fire is not spreading to the actual walls of the ship. Okay. You see one of the chefs, like a couple of the chefs, tending to some of the wounded, while others seem to be grabbing anything they can find that has water in it, and like getting buckets and stuff to start like sloshing on the burning like ingredients, the bags of grain, things of flour, whatever. But it doesn't appear that we're in an immediate risk of this entire inn burning down.
Okay. And
Okay.
it doesn't, I mean, like, there's a little bit of injuries, but, like, those people are being attended to.
Correct.
Okay. In that case, I would try and slip back to the entrance to the kitchen and look out into the main room to see if I can see Lynetta and Strider.
Yep, you see them, and it's exactly the way I described. Megget,
All right.
Megget's kind of trying to calm everyone down, but things are proceeding as normal.
I'll do a little telepathy, and I'll do it to Strider, and I'll start with, "Whatever happens, don't answer this out loud." Something happened. An explosion occurred in like the weird storage room behind the kitchen, and Yonderai and I both got hit, and he vanished down into this weird like sewer hole. And I need you guys to get back here now.
Well, go after him.
I just came to get you. Yeah, and then I'll head after Yonderai.
And I did say that out loud.
Okay.
So Lynetta would have heard.
Okay. So are we
I'm
all going
looking
into the sewer?
confused.
Into the sewer hole.
Well, I'm
Okay.
gonna go over to Lynetta and be like, Vonove just did that weird thing, where he spoke in my brain, and
How come he never does that to me?
well, I would prefer he didn't do it to me, to be honest. Anyway, he says that Yonderai's gone off and exploded something, and there's a hatch, and they're going into the sewers.
Oh.
So I don't know
So-
what we should do. Maybe we could stay here and eat some dinner and talk to these men.
That sound nice. I'm quite hungry.
I feel that we could, maybe, I don't know if you've noticed, but there are some drow in here.
There are some what?
Some drow.
Yes, yes, yes.
Drow.
Of course.
Yes.
I did notice that.
Yes. So maybe I could talk to some of them.
They don't look very
Well,
much
that's-
like they want to talk to anyone.
I think that's prejudiced.
And now I'm just going off the menacing looks on their face.
Well, it's a busy room, so I don't think they'll kill me. Why not try?
You never know, but
So let's-
go for it.
Let's get some dinner and, chat with the locals. You could talk to those two up at the bar.
All right.
Okay.
So I don't actually have a map for the sewers, so I can tell you who is in the sewers.
I think it's just me right now, isn't it?
Bonave has fled into the sewers, I thought.
Okay,
think
I didn't know how much time had passed. Like, I didn't know if he was gonna be there.
Bonave, are you in the sewers?
We can't hear you. You're not.
Oop, so sorry. Yes, I am.
Okay.
And Yonderai, you're human?
Yes.
Half.
Wait, I'm not.
Okay.
You're
half
half
elf.
elf.
Oh, my bad.
Half
I
elf.
thought you meant like
Okay.
humanoid form.
Oh yeah, I'm
Not a
gnome
rat.
size, so instead of a tap on the shoulder, you just feel a little invisible hand tapping on like your hip bone.
Great.
Got it
So
right.
as you all can tell, the sewers is a really critical piece, and that's why I don't have a map for it. But I will tell you what they are like. They are sewers. It is like the sewers that you have seen. It is water. It is mixed with rubbish. There's other unmentionable filth. It is the sewers. There's stone walkways. The walls are slick with moisture and mildew and muck. It appears to lead to the other sewers you have been in throughout this adventure, but there is absolutely, positively nothing unusual about these sewers.
Right.
God damn it! I came down here for nothing. Ugh.
I mean, it was a
I
secret
think I probably.
hatch.
Sometimes, I mean, clearly they use it for something, but whatever that something is not here anymore, or isn't going to be here for a while. So I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
That's
I mean,
fair. What's it like upstairs? Was any of them running back here? Do we need to like?
well, I
Do I need
told
to try
Vanetta
and
and
hide?
Strider, so they should be like coming right away.
Okay. Well, since I still have my hood on, is there like a ladder leading back up towards the hatch? Like, how tall is this? I'm assuming this is something I can get out of.
You can get out of the hatch the exact way you came in, which is via ladder.
Okay. I'm gonna like try and like peek just ever so slightly out of the hatch to see if I can see anyone, because this is clearly a dead end, and I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, so a couple of the robed figures have kind of gone back to investigate. It seems that you have kind of blown up their spot. And there are you do see some drow kind of milling about, and they're walking. You hear footsteps coming towards the hood. So what's going on? Let's kind of do in scene here. Lynetta and Strider, what are we doing?
I have ordered some dinner and an ale, which
Wonderful.
is comped, right?
Well, and Megan has said, I'm so sorry. I know that you just ordered dinner. We've had an explosion in our kitchens.
Oh.
As you probably heard.
You know, I
So
was
we are
wondering
not
if
going
that
to
was,
be able to fulfill that in the short term because we need to figure out what we have.
Oh.
I can give you ales, but the dinner is going to be a little bit of a slow go.
No, for sure, for sure. I'm happy for the ale and to just wait. Is there anything that you need help with?
No, I'm trying to understand why my kitchen exploded, but that is an internal matter that has
Of course,
nothing to do with customers.
Of course.
Okay.
Well, the ale is fine.
Great.
And I'm gonna go sit at this table.
Okay.
Well, chaps, certainly exciting, wasn't it?
Okay. So you're trying to talk to them while all of this is happening, but you kind of get the sense that it might be things are kind of maybe the opportunity for actually speaking to this people. The window is rapidly closing. So the drow are in the room. Yonderai and Vonave, you're in the sewers. What do we want to do? I think honestly, you know what? Now might be a good job to go into initiative order because I think that's the direction we're heading.
Oh God.
All right.
Okay.
Well, just to keep kind of us organized in terms of who's doing what when. Because all these things are kind of happening simultaneously. Unless, was there something else that you all wanted to propose?
I mean, if they hadn't seen me, they were in there, and I was still just kind of peeking out from under the floor. I was honestly gonna try and sneak by, like roll stealth to sneak by them. I didn't want to turn this into a combat if I didn't have to.
We can do that. Like we can just basically. What I'm trying to do is that we're kind of doing cross cuts right now, and I think it's sort of difficult to sort of kind of keep time as to what is doing. So I'm going to put you in an initiative order to be like what you are doing is happening in a 6-second window.
Okay.
So if you don't strike anybody, you don't necessarily need to strike anybody. And if we get into a more role-playing scenario, we can certainly talk that out. But I think it's just going to be a little bit more organized instead of like flipping in between.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. All right. So Lynetta, you're the only person that hasn't rolled yet.
When you get a second, could you pop Rixley into the initiative?
Yes.
Thank you.
Lynetta.
I tried to click on it and it clicked.
There we
on
go. Perfect. All right. So we're gonna say that what Megat kind of said before, Megat. Now you have me doing it. What Megan said before that was her turn. So Yonderai, go ahead and roll your stealth.
Oh, thank God I have advantage on stealth checks. Ooh, that's an 11.
Okay, so explain how you pop out of this hole.
Well, I wasn't trying to pop, so I'm gonna just kind of try and slowly, gently push up the lid until I can hoist myself, I guess, kind of by my arm and crawl out of it. I'm trying to be very quiet and stealthy, but I'm assuming it's going to be like Scooby-Doo, where they're like right behind me and they're looking down the whole time, and I just haven't turned my head that direction.
Yep. So you do that, and indeed, 2 drow are kind of looking at you, and one of them kind of frowns.
Is that it?
Do you want to take your movement? I mean, you still have them.
Oh yeah,
Movement.
since I don't know that they've seen me, I'm just gonna crawl towards the door so I can do. If I'm on my like prone, or like crawling, I'm gonna have half movement speed, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, 5, 10, 15. I mean, it would still be well within. So I'm just gonna see if I can crawl to and through the door just to be on the other side of the kitchen.
Yep. Great. Okay. This guy's gonna go. He's gonna kind of seize upon you, and he's gonna take a couple of very strong steps. And he's gonna kind of cut you off at the pass, and he's gonna kind of be looking down at you, and he's like, "You shouldn't be here."
You
It's
are.
gonna be his turn.
Ooh.
It is not your turn. You cannot speak. Lynetta, what do you want to do?
I guess I want to try and engage Megget in conversation.
Okay. You don't have a ton of time.
I don't know what else is helpful to do here.
You can try to engage her in conversation. What would you like to say to her?
Okay. Excuse me. I'm just a bit disturbed by what's happening right now. Your place was pretty reputable, and I was hoping to have a nice dinner and a nice, good night's rest. Could you maybe tell me a little bit more about what's going on? Is this normal here?
Okay. So is it normal for the inn to explode and for things to happen? She'll answer it on her next turn if she decides. This thug is gonna go. He's gonna kind of do the same thing. He's going to move next to his companion friend, and they're gonna cut you off at the pass. Strider, what do you want to do?
I want to look at this drow and be like, we know about the maps.
Okay, you're gonna threaten this drow.
And I want to intimidate.
Okay, great. Roll intimidation.
That is a crit fail.
Great. So you threaten poorly. Is that your turn?
And then I'm gonna get up and walk away.
Great. Where do you want to go?
Over here.
Okay. Vonave, what do you want? What are you doing while this is happening?
And then I
What's your
want to
turn?
hide. Sorry. Can I hide?
No.
Okay.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
I have a feature that lets me cast enchantment and illusion spells without verbal or somatic components because
Okay.
of weird brain stuff.
Sure.
I have Dissonant Whispers, which only has verbal components. If I cast that, would it break my invisibility?
Give me. It's. Oh my god. No. Let's just get through this. No. What do you want to do?
Cool. I'm gonna shift out of the little hole, still all invisible. I'm gonna
Great.
have Rixley fly into the other room to just kind of be like lurking behind these guys, and I'm going to prepare a reaction to cast Dissonant Whispers on either of them if they attack Yonderai.
Sounds great. All right. Is that it?
Yep.
What's Rixley doing?
Just moving into the other room and holding himself there.
Sounds great. This person is gonna be like, "What did you say to me, you little shit?" And he's gonna pursue you, Strider.
Yep.
Um,
Checks out.
and then this guy is gonna be curious about that. His friend's exclaiming that, and so he's gonna go over here. Top of the order. It is now Megget's turn. She seems to be increasingly nervous, looking and seeing her drow kind of pursuing these members of this party, and she's gonna kind of look to you and be very stony-faced, and she's like, "Ma'am, you have come in here and disturbed the peace of my inn, obviously. So tell me, is it unusual for you to go around fucking up people's businesses?" And then she's gonna move on. Yonderai, you are looking at two thugs. What do you want to do?
I am gonna try and bluff my way out of this
Great.
because I remember that we killed a were-rat, and this is me contextually above table really quick. So I remember that we killed a were-rat who I believe was named Dahlia. And they were talking about the Baron of Blood in the sewers, and so I'm just gonna try and pretend like I was a part of that little group, and like I'm gonna come try and inform them of what
Okay.
happened, so that maybe they won't immediately kill me.
Okay. Okay.
So could
You're
I
gonna
roll
say like,
for?
I don't know who the Baron of Blood is, and I don't know what your little crew's name is, and quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. What are you doing in my business?
Health and safety.
I don't think so.
Health and safety.
So he's gonna stand with his arms crossed. Lynetta, you have been asked a direct question. The Baron of Blood, you guys didn't ask this or really explore the portrait or really look in the room at all, but above table, it's Arthur Morlin is the Baron of Blood.
That tracks.
That does track.
Yep.
Yeah,
We could have
that
gotten
makes
into that
sense.
side quest, but we didn't quite
It's very on brand for him.
ask the right questions. So they don't give a flying fuck about Arthur.
And not asking the right questions is very on brand for us.
Yes. Lynetta, you have been asked a direct question by Megat. What do you want to say?
That is preposterous. No, I had nothing to do with this explosion, and that is
Okay.
just so upsetting that you would say that. I am just a humble guest in your inn.
Wonderful. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna angrily walk away from her.
Okay, great. You were angrily walking. This thug is gonna be like, I don't believe for 1 second you're with health and safety. So tell me right now who you actually work for. And we're gonna move
Do I
on to
respond?
Strider.
Okay.
Strider, what do you want to do? You have just outwardly threatened these two people and crit failed.
It'd be like, there doesn't need to be any trouble, just tell me about the map.
Breathe! Tell me about the map.
Tell me about the maps.
At the mention of maps, you see Megat's head whip around.
We know about the maps.
Vonave, what do you want to do?
Seeing that Yonder Eye's trying to talk his way out of this, I'm gonna do a little minor illusion of the sound of like another explosion coming from behind them to hopefully get them to like turn around.
Okay, so minor illusion, as you know, Drow have advantage on saving throws against being charmed. So what we are going to do is we are just gonna see if they can perceive their way at advantage out of this. That is an 18 for one of them, so he's not gonna be even remotely tricked. And then that's an 8 for the other one. So the other guy's gonna kind of stand down, and he's gonna kind of whip around. So we'll kind of move him off to the side there. The question that I am going to ask all of you at the end of this, I think you guys have kind of blundered this. I will accept convincing arguments for why this should not immediately turn into a fight. But I'm thinking the way that we have handled this is sort of poor, and any attempts of getting information at this point is going to kind of be like, whoa. So if you guys would like to think about, as I take these next couple of turns, an argument for why I shouldn't just kick your asses, I am willing to accept them. Rixley, what is Rixley doing?
Staying put for now.
Sounds great. All right, these two thugs are gonna go. And this guy's gonna say, shut up, you little shit. You don't know fuck all about maps. Who cares about maps? And the other guy's gonna kind of draw his sword a little bit too. And he'll be like, keep your voice down. Okay. So, who has a concrete plan for how to get us out of this combat? To recap.
I was just ready to fight.
Oh, we're all just ready to fight?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about honestly just telling them the entire truth. And just like telling them that like we found the treasure, we found the vampire, and he's really pissed and he's gonna kill all of us, and like maybe not that part, but like I do want to maybe I try to be honest for once in my life.
Okay, so you
And,
believe
like,
the honesty route's gonna work?
See if that. Well, I mean, maybe if it can keep them from actively trying to fight us, maybe we can get a second chance to talk our way out of it. But that we can. I'm going to
Okay.
tell them that he's targeting their boss as part of that
Mhm.
whole long-winded spiel, if allowed to do so. But that's all I really got, because yeah, I fucked this
Okay.
up real hard, and I don't really see a way out of it that they're going to accept.
Does anybody see a way out of it?
No.
The only other thing that I was thinking of trying would be to, in undertones to them, be like, maybe you can kill me, but not fast enough before I tell everybody in this inn that, you know, it, like, you've got some back-dealing things going on, and there's smugglers, and there's stuff going on, and I have proof.
Okay.
Above table, Xander,
So-
maybe think of a different threat next time.
No. So this is the thing, that you're making another threat. You have crit failed on your previous threats, so I mean, I don't think that they respect or quite frankly care. And I think that at this point they're willing to kill you just to shut you up. Because whether you're right or wrong, and you have no way of knowing this because you haven't spoken to any of the Drow or any of the Megget prior to triggering the trap.
We
in the
were
back.
trying! We were trying!
No, but then we did the whole room skit and then the kitchen skit. and,
Yeah.
like a whole fucking thing.
So that
Um,
did not involve us.
Yeah, we
actually
were in
would-
the dining room.
That's true. I actually, Yanderai, I think your thing is actually sort of fun and kind of gives us a fun way to get into this combat. So go ahead and
Oh.
and let's role play this out.
Oh God.
We're still gonna be beat the shit out of. Great.
Okay, so what was the thug just was like, I don't believe you're with health and safety?
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna burst into tears.
And then who do you work for?
I don't really work for anyone. I'm self-employed. The economy's been shit for fucking ages. Can't make an honest living down in Dogtown. Look, man, we followed the map. Some lady with grey hair gave somebody that I don't know that well a map.
You want to know how
And
I
I
know you
got-
didn't follow the map? You want to know how I know? How I know you didn't follow the map? You want to know
Oh,
how I
no.
know?
Now I'm
You're
a bit curious.
alive.
Okay, well, if you'd let me finish the fucking story,
Why
I'd get
would
to
I?
how we follow, because we found the man. The
Mhm.
vampire misshaped man, the
Mhm.
Baron himself, Arthur Morgan. And he is
So-
apparently very upset. Him and his werewolves are very, very mad that you lot keep sending people to his crypt and disturbing his eternal slumber. And he's like, you know, I don't know, maybe we were pathetic enough and he thought it was fucking funny. I'm not entirely sure, but he said, no, go fucking find out what's going on here and maybe I'll let you live. And now I'm here having blown up and smelling of shit and having to explain myself to you and your piss poor fucking planning.
So you're working for him to what? Just find out what we're doing here?
And stop
Or-
it.
And to stop it. And how do you, like, when he says make it stop, what exactly does that mean? to
Look,
you?
I was on the verge of
It-
death, so I was not a part of that negotiation. I'm not necessarily sure about specifics, but I'm assuming he wants the distribution of said maps and the adventuring to find said treasure, which does not exist and should get said parties killed, to stop.
It exists. How do you know it doesn't exist?
Because I almost got killed. Maybe it does exist. I don't fucking know.
Does.
All I know is one way or another. I don't just fuck it. I don't even know anymore.
You've tussled with the wrong fucking gang, and it sounds like you were sent here to take care of us. And I'll tell you what, I've been in this business a long time. I know what that means. You're dying today. So we're gonna go into a combat.
Yay!
We're going into combat. All right.
Perfect.
Well, I'll let you go. Well, y'all actually rolled pretty well, but let's go ahead and roll another combat as we fight. We are locked into our positions here. So where you are is
Yep.
where you are.
Oh,
As soon
come
as
on.
this-
Come on.
Let's- Oh no. So here's the deal. Let's just get some general conditions. You are where you are.
Yeah.
Why did we have to reroll?
I thought it would be more helpful
No.
than it was.
Nope.
The
I don't know why you
commoners
expected that
all
from us.
as this fight kind of breaks out, all of these commoners run to the sides and they're screaming and shouting and hollering. You get the sense that you are not going to be helped. You're not going to be helped and you're not going to be hindered by the commoners. This seems like whatever gang is operating out of the ship's prow. We don't know what gang it is. Whatever gang is operating out of it, your fight is only with the gang members, which
Right.
is these drow, those two drow, and then those two drow, and then Megget.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a +4 to initiative. Can I
Mhm.
re-roll my 1? Is that like cuz it doesn't come through on
I don't even know how to. Okay, hold on. Here. There you go. I re-rolled
Okay,
it
great.
for you.
Perfect.
All right. And then hold on, let's get Rixley. Where's Rixley? I don't even know where Rixley is anymore. There he is. Make sure he's
Lynetta
in
maybe
as
can
well.
be Rixley again.
Hopefully.
Do you want to be Rixley?
Sure.
Okay. All right, let's do this combat.
Fine.
Hot tip. Since you didn't get any information out of these people pre-combat,
Yeah, knock
maybe
'em
we
out.
should keep someone alive. One person alive,
maybe Megget.
Ideally, in a perfect scenario, you get the sense she might know the most amount of information.
Yeah. No, we learned
Okay.
our
Yeah,
lesson
because
with
her
what's her
little
face.
icon's different than the others.
Right. So, all right, let's do this. Thug 1. Thug 1's going to go for you, Strider.
Yep.
He is going to take out a he's got a mace and he's got a multi-attack, all right? Just FYI. He's going to make 2 melee attacks. And he's going to make them against you. My goodness. All right. 19 to hit.
Yep.
Please
Yep.
take 8. And then I'm going to roll again. That's a 23 to hit.
Uh-huh.
Take 6.
Okay.
Moving on to Megget here. She is going to aim at you, Lynetta. And she's going to take out her...
Why does she hate me?
Why does she hate you? She doesn't hate you.
Is this some
just-
weird like female rivalry thing?
No, it's you all arrived together and you kind of immediately went around just
But they
wet
were
hand
invisible
touching
when we
everything.
Wet hand style.
Yeah, but,
She has a pistol?
yeah, I told they smell like gunpowder.
Gunpowder. Gunpowder.
Fuck.
All right, that's okay. That's okay. That's a 7 to hit, so the
That's
first one's
not-
not going to hit. But is a 14 going to hit?
No.
Okay, no problem. So she misses with both of her shots. Maybe she wings a commoner.
Oh.
No, she didn't crit fail, so she's not going to kill a commoner. That's okay. She's a good enough shot. Strider, it's you. What do you want to do?
God. Um. I want to. I guess hit this guy with a sword.
it.
Which is the one that hasn't hit me yet?
I believe that the only one that hit you is this one.
Okay. Great. I'm gonna hit the other one
Okay.
with my sword,
Okay.
and that is a 21 to hit,
Yep.
and that is 4 damage.
Okay.
And then the Nick attack, that is an 11 to hit.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Yeah, just barely.
Oh wow. And that is 5 damage. So that is a total of 9.
What was the first one to hit?
21.
Okay. Yeah, so it was total 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
He takes it.
And then I am going to
The fuck?
I have, what is a utilize action? Is that a bonus
You have an
action? Or is that
Do you
an
want an item you want to use? No, like that's a
that's an action?
well. What are you trying to do?
I have
Are you-
ball bearings,
Okay.
and I want to roll them on the floor, and they spread to cover a level 10-foot square within 10 feet of myself. A creature that enters this area for the first time on a turn must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, or have the
Okay.
prone condition.
So
I feel like that would probably be an action, right?
it
Are you a thief?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of your like special things is that you can use a bonus action to like do utilize or use like a magic item.
Okay.
okay. I just want to get us through this combat on time, so that would be fine.
Great. So I'm gonna 10-foot square, so it's like this. Like
Okay. There's I'll just put it down for you. A 10-foot square.
Yeah, in front
This
of
is a
me.
very. Yep, this is a very big room. Just FYI. So let me get you a 10-foot square. So here we are in front of you.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So like ideally capturing
There
the
you go.
two in front of me. Yeah.
There you go.
So they have to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. One of them's prone. Both of them are prone.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, great. And that's my turn.
Great. All right. They are prone. So they would be easier to hit. Vonave, what do you want to do? You're in the back.
Oh God. Well, I hear the thugs say, "I know what that means," and I just kind of go, "Well, I do too." And I'll have Rixley come out of invisibility, all like, and he's gonna go for the one he's right next to.
Okay.
With advantage, because he was invisible. That's gonna be okay. A 3 and a 1. So Rixley does not hit them.
No.
And then I will send Yonderai a bardic inspiration, and he'll just hear my voice in his head saying, "Fuck, fuck, 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 we've gotta go!"
Okay.
And that's it for me. And for
All right.
Rixley. Well, no, never mind.
Thug. This thug's gonna go. He's gonna go for you, Yonderai. Yonderai, you when you were begging and pleading your case, were you still on hands and knees or were you standing?
I think I was like probably on my knees because I don't think I would have had the time to like get all the way up as much as I know what you're asking that for. I did
Mhm.
not think to stand up. I was not thinking about
Okay.
that.
So I'm gonna consider you prone, unfortunately.
That is fair.
All right. It's a 15 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. 8.
I'm gonna use my reaction to deflect attack.
Okay.
And it's gonna deflect. It's gonna do 0 damage. I rolled to deflect
Okay.
11 damage.
Great. Is that it?
Yeah, that's just a reaction.
Wonderful. Yeah, but he's gonna make a second attack.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot about that. You are right by this door, so if you see me like repeatedly opening and closing this door, it's because I'm just trying to. I'm trying to click. I'm doing my best, but there's only so much I can do.
You're doing amazing,
That's a 16 to hit.
Okay.
They have pack tactics, by the way.
Mm,
Whatever you can do to get these guys away from each other, that's actually helpful.
mm.
5, Yonderai,
Okay. Take 5 damage.
please.
Done.
Please.
All right, Yonderai, it's you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna spend half my movement speed to get up, or is it an
Please.
action?
Half.
Okay. And then where's my touching damage? Okay. Are these thugs like what size are they? Are they like medium size, like about the average humanoid size?
They're regular drow, medium.
Okay. Okay, so we are gonna try and do an unarmed strike on the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Ooh, 13.
Yeah, that hits. Their AC is pretty low.
Okay,
An
okay.
11 hit.
Yep.
So he's gonna take 7 damage. Bonus action flurry of blows. Nat 20 for 25 total.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to take 10 damage. How's he looking? Because there's an effect now that I would like to utilize.
He looks.
Is he
He
still
looks
alive? I
okay.
guess is my.
Yes, he is very much alive.
Okay. Oh, okay. So then I'm going to use my push ability.
Okay.
When I hit a creature with an attack that deals bludgeoning damage, I can move it 5 feet to an unoccupied space if the target is no more than one size larger than you. So I'm going to push him 5 feet back, trying to separate him from the one next to him.
Okay. What feat is that, Crusher?
Yeah.
You need to have done bludgeoning damage, which you did with your fists, so that's fine.
With your fists.
So he's 5 foot back.
Yep. And then, since I still have my movement speed, just I guess to try and prevent him from undoing what I just did, I'm gonna step up to him.
Great.
Like, I'll keep pace, and that's my turn.
All right, moving on. So it is now Rixley, or did
Who
no?
is
It's Lynetta.
Lynetta?
It's Lynetta.
Perfect. I'm going to use my circlet of blasting
Great.
to target the 2 drow by Strider.
Okay.
And can I like say that? Well, I guess no one's hit Megat yet, right?
No.
No.
Okay, so there's no way I would kill her with 1 hit.
No.
Okay, so I'll target her as well because I can get up to 3.
Okay.
Right.
It's a cone, right?
It is. It's just like a range of 120 feet.
So
It's
it's
3
three
rays.
blasts.
It's
It's
scorching
ray.
ray.
It's fiery
It's
rays.
3. It's 3 rays. Okay.
And so let's roll that. So the first one is gonna be 18 to hit.
Yep.
And that's on this guy.
Yep.
And then it's a 4 fire damage.
Okay. He'll take it.
The second one will be the other guy 5 to hit.
No, 5 doesn't hit.
And then
You're
For
rolling at
Megat.
advantage, right? Because they're prone.
oh, I was not. Okay. So I guess this second roll will be for him.
Yep.
So 12 to hit,
Yep. That's gonna just
Okay.
enough to do it.
9 fire damage.
Okay. He takes it.
And then for Megat, oof, that first one was a 9 to hit. 10 to hit?
Nope.
Dang. Okay. Just those then, and then let me just check if I can do those. Okay, that was not a melee weapon. Okay, and then I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Strider.
Okay.
As my bonus action. And
Okay.
that'll be
What does
it.
that do?
That gives him a +2 to his AC.
Great. Please remember that.
Yep.
All right. Okay, moving on to this thug is prone. He is going to stand up. And we are going to move on to Strider. He is going to roll at advantage. 8 to hit, doesn't hit. Let's
Nope.
go again. 19 to hit for sure does.
Yes.
So we are going to go ahead and use 3 points of, we're going to do 3 points of damage. And then Lynetta, or actually that's going to be Rixley. That's going to be
Yay,
you. Go ahead,
Rixley's-
Rixley.
He's just gonna turn invisible again and then fly over this other side of the room. Real sneaky style.
Great. Is that his turn?
That's his turn.
He's invisible.
Yes.
Great. Moving on to this thug. This thug is going to write this right here. They're not super incentivized to go over at you, Vonave, at this point, because why would they give up advantage on attack? So they're gonna go straight for Yonder Eye. So we're gonna go ahead and do that quickly here. Advantage 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. Rolling damage there. That's gonna be 8. Oh, I have 2 people selected for damage. Whoops, sorry. Please take 8. Doing it again. Rolling at advantage. 23 to hit. God, they're rolling hot. 3, though. Top of the order. This thug is prone. They are going to rise up. What is the deal with moving across ball bearings? I have to make another dexterity.
I don't think so. I think it's just the first time. Let me double
I don't
check.
know. I feel like that'd be persistent, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I would feel like it was a persistent effect. Okay, but he's gonna make it with a 15 anyway, so
Yeah,
it's fine.
okay.
He's going to go after you. Also, I do know the time. I do know it's close to 4 o'clock, but if y'all can just bear with me and just kind of grind out this combat, we can yada yada our way through the end of the campaign here.
We're doing great.
Yada yada.
17 to hit,
Yes.
16 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. Please take 7 points of damage, and please take 5 points of damage for a 13 total.
7 and 5 would be 12.
Yeah. 12.
Right?
Oof.
Okay.
I'm bad at math.
Wow.
No problem.
If anybody has any
Um,
healing.
We're gonna move on to Meg. Let's just call her Meg at this point. Meg is gonna go for Lynetta. She's gonna try her shots again. It's a 23 to hit on the first pistol. 7. Second attack. So
my
20.
God.
God, they're rolling hot. And then that's a 9. I'll start
So-
rolling behind the screen here in a bit.
Right, Clem's like, we're gonna power through and wrap this up because I'm gonna kill
gonna
you
kill
all
you.
Because
in the
you're
next
gonna be
round.
dead.
Strider, are you remembering what was your shields? It's plus 2 to your
15.
AC.
As a total of 15.
Got it. For a total of 15. And I think both those attacks were above a 15.
Yeah, they
though.
were 16 and
they were.
17.
Okay, that's fine. That's good for me to know, though. Vonave, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna need this little motherfucker to the right of Yonderai to
Got it.
make a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Okay. What kind of spell is this?
It's Dissonant Whispers.
It's a charm?
No, it's damage.
No, but what is the type of?
Oh,
Cool.
it's enchantment.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I just wanted to make sure that we were. They have an advantage on being charmed.
Gotcha.
So I just wanted to make sure that we were there. So I'm gonna make a Wisdom save. Normal, like that's a 9.
Yay! Okay, so he's gonna take 4d6 psychic damage and use
Good.
his reaction to move as far away from me as he can.
Okay, sounds good. Can do.
So he's gonna take 17 psychic damage and get
Oh,
to
shit.
stepping.
Okay, 17.
And then do you get an opportunity attack?
Yonderai is going to. Yonderai, please prep that, please. Attack the man.
Do I have to roll to hit to do
Yes.
that? 20,
Yep.
nat 20.
Great. Please roll double damage.
I rolled
Why'd
2
you say
ones,
it
so
like
he gets a
that?
total of 5.
2 1s for a total of 5. All right, he takes it. He's looking pretty bad, but he is all the way over there. Is that your turn, Vonave?
I'll just move into the room.
Sounds good. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Yonderai, odds or evens that you get hit?
Odds.
Odds you don't get hit. That's right. Vonave, this guy is going to kind of be shocked that you're here all of a sudden. So he is going to be so shocked that he's going to go ahead and strike at you.
Come at me, bruh.
And that's going to be a 16 to hit.
Oh, you came at me, bruh.
Does that hit?
That hits. That hits.
Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. Please take 6.
15.
bludge.
15 is the magic number for me.
Okay.
16
and
bludge.
then
Or 6
we're-
bludge, sorry.
6 bludge. 6 bludge. I'm going again. Oh, that's a crit fail. So he
Yay.
is going to fall back. He's going to bonk his head on the table, giving him a couple of points of bonk damage, and he is also prone,
Yay!
meaning that you have advantage to hit him. Yonderai, it's you. What do you want to do? You got a prone guy in front of you.
Yep, and we're going to hit him.
Love it. Do roll advantage.
18.
Oh, yeah. 11
So
hits.
he's going to take 9, and then bonus action flurry of blows. If Highest roll there was a 7.
You can use your bardic.
Oh, I have one of those? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna use that. What is that? Roll a d6?
A d6. Yeah.
Okay, so 7 plus 5 is 12, so that should hit. So then he'll take another 7 damage, bludgeoning damage.
He's looking real bad.
And
14
because
bludge.
I hit him with bludgeoning damage, I'm also going to push him back kind of onto the table.
Okay, you've done it. Now what?
That's it. I just wanted like a few feet of space in between me
Okay.
and him.
All right, it is Rixley, but I think it's actually Lynetta's turn.
Yes. I'm going to travel over to Strider, and I'll take the. That's like double movement to get on the table, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. And then I'm going to give him some cure wounds.
Love it.
Yes. I have 5
And
health.
that's going to be 9 healing.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to bonus action use my cloud jaunt to get 30 feet away. So that'll be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think I can get over here.
Okay,
That'll be it.
great. Moving on to this. Oh, no, he's not dead.
Oh, I was like, oh, he suffered a cardiac arrest.
Hey,
ate a
he's
ball
had
bearing.
heart attack.
He's had a heart attack.
Don't put that in your mouth. All right, he's gonna go. He is going to roll. That is a 13 to hit.
No. No. It
All
does not
right,
hit.
so that's fine. That's another 13 to hit, so
No.
sorry about that. All right, moving on to Lynetta. Lynetta, it is you.
Which is Rixley.
Oh, which is Rixley. Right.
And he's just gonna stay invisible and fly behind this guy further back.
Moving
Wow.
on to this guy. How long does Dissonant Whispers persist?
I believe it's just the one turn.
Got it. So he snaps out of it. He is going to go back to you, Vonave. He's gonna kind of get a running charge here. He's gonna go and he's gonna swing on you.
Come on. What are you gonna do? Hit me.
13.
Nope.
Rolling again. 14.
Nope.
Top of the order. This thug. He is not prone. What do you want to do?
It's his turn, right?
Oh.
So
What do you want to do, thug?
I'd
What would
like
you
him
like to
to
do?
like have actually had cancer
Tell
for
me.
years, and he just passes away from the strain on his body.
Yeah. He's been very sick for a long time. It's better this way. All right, he's gonna go. That's an 11.
Is he gonna?
It's a 16.
Or I was gonna ask if he's gonna slip on the ball bearings.
He's standing still.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Does an 11 hit you?
No.
Okay. You're gonna take 1 damage. Well, you're gonna take 3 damages.
Oh.
3 damage.
Great.
3 damage. All right, moving on to Megat, who has not been hit at all. She does something cool if you hit her. So think
I
about
like that.
Megat's gonna go for you again, Lynetta. You're gonna aim with her
Didn't roll well.
pistolas. 12 to hit.
No.
Oh, but a 21 does.
I don't like that private roll.
3.
3 damage.
Yes. Moving on to, I played a drow gunslinger once, and you would think it does more damage than it does. Wasn't super great. Strider, it's you.
Great. I'm gonna. Which one of them looks worse?
The thugs.
Yeah.
This one. The one directly
Okay.
in front of you.
That's the one I'm gonna hit.
Great.
Great. I'm gonna hit them with my sword, and that is a 22 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
And then our damage is 7 damage.
Do you want to start using your squat down attack?
My squat down attack? My sneak
Yeah, like-
attack?
Like when you hunt, when I let you squat down to hide.
Yeah,
and
I was
then
gonna
you
start
come
doing that,
up.
yeah.
Oh, good.
But last time I didn't do that because I did the
Use
ball
Nick.
bearings. And
Not
Because
the
ball
bearings, and
bearings.
then Nick.
yeah. Well, I could use Nick anyway because
Oh,
it's not a
okay.
bonus action. So, I'm gonna nick him now.
Okay, great.
Oh, it was gonna be a 17, but it's an 11 to hit. Which
It's gonna
still
do
hits.
it. It's yep.
And that is another 3 damage. And then
Great,
so that's total of 10.
great.
Okay, great. And I'm gonna
He looks
hide.
pretty bad. Okay, roll stealth.
Great. That is a 23.
Okay, great. That's you feel very stealthy. Monove, it's you. You got a guy in front of you.
I do. I'm not a fan of that. Do a little witch bolt on him. So that is just a spell attack roll. Come on, please, 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 please. Yay, 12 to hit. So he's gonna take 20 lightning damage.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yay!
Wow.
Good, good.
And then I'm just gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay,
Oh, and I'll throw Yonderai another Bardic.
great. This guy is prone, so he's not going to take an attack of opportunity, but he is going to use his turn to stand up, and he's going to jump at you, Yonderai.
Okay.
He's going to go. He's going to attack. He's going to attack once. That's an 8 to hit. Doesn't really do the cut the mustard, so he's going to try again. That's a 21 to hit, which does cut the mustard, though, and that's going to be 5.
Okay, only 5. I can deal with that.
Moving on, it's you, Yonderai. What would you like to retaliate with?
Yep, we're just gonna hit him.
Great.
Rolling to hit. Dirty 20, so he's gonna take 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Bonus action, flurry of blows, 16 to hit, and he's gonna take another 9 points of bludgeoning damage and be pushed back again.
So he's actually dead, so
Oh, cool.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
And that's my turn. Yeah, that's my turn because your girl is almost dead.
It is Rixley, but I think that's actually Lynetta. Lynetta, what do you want to do?
I will get down. Sorry.
I thought you said get down. I'm like, you want to hit the deck? Why?
No, I did
Get
say get down. I
down.
was talking to the cat.
I want to get down.
I thought she was talking about like dancing.
I want to
I want
get
to
down.
get down
get
with it.
groovy
I want to boogie with it.
Okay. I am going to go over Miss Girly Pop Maggot and gonna swing at her with my rapier.
Step.
17 to hit.
Her AC is 12, so yes, it do. It do.
It do hit.
10 piercing.
She takes it.
She gonna do the cool thing?
Maybe. Maybe,
Um,
maybe not.
Great.
And then I'm going to bonus action lay on hands to heal myself for 10 HP, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, sounds great. Moving on to Lynetta, which I think is actually no, it's this thug. This guy. All right, this guy's gonna go. He is gonna try to perceive. They're kind of confused as to where the boy went. But he rolled a 3, so he certainly is not gonna be able to perceive anything. He is going to step to the side to get out of the ball bearings, making a dex check. But while he is doing that, would you like to make a attack of opportunity in
Yes.
stealth, Strider?
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
I would
do
like to
it.
do that.
You're gonna break stealth, but you are gonna get
Yes.
a major stealth sneak attack.
So yeah, it was a 13 to hit.
That's gonna do it.
Okay, so we're doing the regular damage plus the sneak attack. So that is a total of 16 damage.
He looks real bad, but he takes it,
Okay.
and he is going to try to. So hold on, let's see. So he steps out of the ball bearings. He's gonna make a dex check to get out of the balls, but he's gonna do it. He's gonna kind of turn on you though, because you just hit him really hard, and you broke stealth, and so he's gonna be like, "You fucker! I knew you were there." So he's gonna go for you. He's gonna try to bonk.
He's gonna bonk.
It's a crit. Success.
A crit bonk? No.
That's
That's
crit
really
bonk.
bad.
Take 14 bonk.
I'm dead.
Okay, so you're down.
Yeah.
He's gonna keep on trucking.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
Okay, that guy's almost dead, you guys. He's almost
He's-
dead.
Okay, so he's gonna go. He's gonna go right here, or I think that's as far as he can go. Back one. Yep. All right. Moving on to Lynetta. Lynetta, your buddy is down. What would you like to do?
Oof.
Oh, it's already my
Rixley.
turn.
It's Rixley.
No, it's Rixley. And he's gonna stay invisible, take a full dash action, and move all the way down to over here.
Megan.
If it
Yes.
Oh. Yes, there we go. Achoo! And that'll be it for him for right now.
Wait, I thought that thug was dead. This thug is dead, right?
Who? Which one?
This one?
That one is dead.
I thought this one was dead.
No, neither of the ones I think by you are dead. They both look really bad. It's the two thugs. Correct me if I'm wrong, folks, but I think the only two thugs that are dead are in the kitchen.
To my knowledge.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe that's
We
true.
handled our thugs, so.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
you-
I'm doing my best.
I was out here trying to heal Strider.
Okay.
I'm squishy.
Okay. What else?
Oh no, it's the thug's turn.
That's it for.
That's it.
Yeah, it's thug turn.
Great. It's thug turn. All right, moving on. It is this guy. Strider is dead. The ball bearings persist though. He's gonna try to get to you, Lynetta. He's gonna roll dex. He is going to fall,
Yes.
prone,
Perfect.
and he's gonna slip and fall, and that's gonna be his turn. Megget. I was gonna have Megget do something cool, but she kind of feels like she's got you on the ropes, so she's not gonna do it. So
Oh.
she's just gonna do. We'll see if she does it later. 12 to hit,
That does not hit.
23 to hit.
Yes.
Take 12. Piercing. Strider, make a death save.
Yep.
My boy.
My boy. Okay. We've got
Well, he's
a
down, isn't he?
success.
Good. One success.
Yeah.
What number did you roll specifically?
16.
Okay, good. All right. Vonave, it's you. What do you want to do?
Strider's down?
Yes.
Question mark?
Correct.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Poke my head into the main room, see the carnage, go. "Ugh." I'll go ahead and bonus action healing word Strider. So that's gonna be. You get 9 back.
Okay.
And then I'll roll an Eldritch Blast to hit the guy that Strider fucked up. I think that's the one on the table. That is gonna be a 9 to hit.
Oof.
No.
Okay. Well, whatever. I got Strider up. That would be it for
Okay.
me.
Moving on, that thug is dead. It's Yonderai. What do you want to do?
Help.
Well, girl, I'm also in need of help, but okay, so I can do that. I'm gonna use 25 feet of movement to go up here and come through the door. This is this. It's gonna be too far for me to do anything meaningful. Okay. I'm going to use a. Oh, all right, Strider. I'm risking it for the biscuit. I'm coming to help you. At
These
great
two
risk
are
to myself.
almost dead. These
Focus
two.
Step of the Wind. So I'm going to expend 1 focus point and use. I gain benefits of disengage and dash as a bonus action. So I'm going to bonus action dash, which will let me move over here within hitting distance of. That is a door. Anyway, of this guy, and then I'm going to use my regular action to try and punch him in the face.
Okay.
30-20 to hit.
Yep.
He's going to take 9 bludgeoning damage, and I'm going to push him back 5 feet.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Sounds good. What was the total damage on that guy, by the way?
9.
9.
9. He's dead.
See, I told you it would be worth
Yay!
Yes.
it.
Okay. I mean, I'm not even gonna move his corpse. I mean, if you want to flop his corpse 5 feet
No,
away,
I'm good. We're
Okay.
good.
you're welcome to do that. But
If you want to flop the
okay, I
corpse-
think it's Rixley who's actually Lynetta.
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to attempt to grapple Megget.
Okay.
So what do I roll for that? Strength?
So you are going to. Oh God, yeah. I think we posted grappling rules, but
I can look for them.
it's no. So it used to be a contested athletics check, but now it's a static DC based on your strength modifier. So there is like. I think you just gotta make gotta make an unarmed attack roll.
Oh, okay.
And you're grappling Megget?
Yeah.
Okay.
13.
Okay. So the DC, we'll say you get that. I'm gonna roll to escape the grapple next time, and it's gonna be 8 plus Megget's strength modifier and my proficiency bonus. Okay.
That's the DC.
We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it when we get there.
Okay.
Yeah. But she's not. So she's pretty healthy. So your notion, the direction that we're going with this is that you're not thinking of dropping her to a low HP,
No.
bonking her like non-lethal damage, and then interrogating her. You're thinking of like grappling her, tying her up, and then interrogating her.
Yeah.
Is that what the direction we're going?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds great. Okay, it is now Rixley.
Cool. He's just vibing because he can't do anything unless I use my reaction.
Sounds good. Top of the order. It's this thug. Is gonna stand up. He's gonna go for you, Lynetta. Why is he not? 16 to hit.
No.
Okay. And then 21 to hit, though.
Yes.
Take that 8. Okay. It is now going to be Megat's turn. Again, she's pretty healthy, so she is going to try to contest this. That's a 17 plus the 8. That's, yeah, she breaks out of your grapple. Breaks out of your grapple fairly easily. And then that is... that's her action, so now she's free, but she can't really do anything else. Strider, make a death save.
I'm alive.
I brought it back.
Oh,
Yeah, I
you
got
brought it back. What do you want to do? How much HP do you have?
I have 9.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I want to... Do I risk the dex save? Is the question.
You can't go around.
1,
You can't go around.
2, 3. No. 4, 5, 6. Oh, and then I'm going to use my cunning action to go the rest of the way.
You kind of went the long way. You could have just gone around the other way around the table. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, if you just want to be in
6.
striking distance, you
Oh,
just have to be
yeah.
right there.
I guess. Okay. Well, I'm going to go with the thug.
Okay, great. Do it.
That is a 9 to hit.
No.
And we're going to do the Nick, which is a 17
Do you have to hit on Nick?
It just says when you can make it as part of the attack action.
Oh, okay.
So it's
That's
like
fine.
the
Just do it.
attack action, not the hit. Right?
Yeah, sure.
So it's a 17 to hit. And it's 5 damage.
Okay.
And
He's
then-
dead.
But you
Great. Great. And then we're going to
Okay.
go like right here.
Great. Okay, Bonave, it's you. What do you want to do?
There's been a lot of talk of Megat still having a lot of HP left. I'm gonna go ahead and hit her with an Eldritch Blast if I can.
Sounds
That's
good.
gonna be a 17 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
That's gonna be 1 force damage.
All right, she takes it. Can you believe
I'm
it?
gonna fling myself into the ocean. 5, 10, 15, 20,
All
25,
right.
30.
Yanderai, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna come stand here.
Okay.
I will be attempting to apply non-lethal bludgeoning damage because I can't grapple her. Sorry, roll to attack. 18.
Yep.
Okay, she's gonna take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Flurry of blows. 15.
To hit? Yeah. Her AC is 12.
Yeah. 7 bludgeoning damage, and this is all non-lethal.
She takes it.
Okay.
Not dead. All right. It is Lynetta.
I will go for Megat with my rapier.
Okay.
It's 21 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, ignore that. That's not the right thing. It's gonna be 11 piercing.
Okay. So, and you're gonna do this non-lethally, right?
Yes, yes.
So you bonk her with the pommel, kind of at the back of the head here, and she collapses limply to the ground. She is unconscious but not dead. We'll take that off. So, really quickly, since we are kind of at time, we're gonna kind of yada yada here a little bit of the end here. So let's say you you want to clear out
tie her
the
up.
inn before. Yeah, you tie her up. She's tied to a chair. Do you want to interrogate her here, off-site? You want to get everyone out of the inn? You want to do this with an audience? What do you want to do?
Let's do it up in one of the rooms.
Okay, you take her upstairs. What are you telling the patrons to do?
Please calm as much as you can. Relax. We're going to deal with this and sort out this
The
horrible
crimes.
behavior from.
Should we leave? It seems that there's no
Yes.
innkeeper and the kitchen's
You
on
should leave.
fire, and it's just kind of. I mean, we can start looting if you want.
No, you should leave.
No.
Oh, okay. Leave.
Yeah, go
Got
nuts.
it. All right. Okay. Sounds
Okay,
good.
so then they leave,
All right.
and we can just do it down here.
They leave, and they just kind of do it down here. Okay. So let's get some questions here.
So,
You see
Megan,
this woman, by the way, she's wearing a fun little hat.
oh,
Would you like to
Okay.
remove the hat?
what a
Yeah.
fun little hat.
Okay. So you remove the hat, and it is her it's a hat of disguise. So this her like bright bushy red hair disappears. Like her face kind of melts for a second, and then it kind of comes
Is it
comes
Manchun?
to. And you are looking at a drow woman here. She has long white hair, deep kind of purple skin. That really didn't change all that much, but the hair now makes a little bit more sense. Her features are a little bit more a little bit different though in the face, but this is very obviously a drow woman.
Okay.
It appears Megget was a disguise.
Yes, it does appear that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I want to say is, tell us about the maps.
Okay, so here I'll post a picture of what she looks like in the chat, in our chat. There you go. That's what she actually looks like. Tell you about the maps. It's bold of you to assume that I would betray our plans so easily. Loyalty isn't some sort of cloak to discard, but I suppose you're too short-lived to understand that. The maps were a distraction, nothing more.
Well, distraction or not, we've got to feed you to a vampire so that he'll come after us in the night and eat us instead. So, no hard feelings.
Yes, it is very unfortunate.
Kill me, lock me away, feed me to a vampire, it doesn't matter. While you've been out playing hero, my master has been moving the real pieces. You think our plans end with a few maps and some smuggling routes? No, you've only seen the surface. The true game is just beginning.
Okay, so you work
Well,
for
that's
Manchun.
very enlightened of you.
I don't work for Manchun.
Who do you work for?
I work for a man named Jarlaxley.
Does he have anything to do with Manchun?
That sounds familiar.
Jarlaxley and Manchun are in a war.
Ah. So, you're part of the Xanthar, or the Zentarum.
Neither.
Great. Anybody else?
Listen, I think we just give her to the vampire and call it good. She seems she seems like she's accepted death like pretty quickly and easily, and I think we should respect that and just get that over with.
I mean, maybe the vampire can interrogate her a bit more effectively than we can. He's a bit more menacing. I mean, maybe in the face of doom.
Yeah.
Don't we kind of need to get some information? What if we bring her there and he just straight up kills?
Oh, well, what else do you want to ask her?
I don't know. I just feel like she didn't really give us much.
Well, she's in a
We
war.
need something to go off of. Get to her master.
She's in our war with her master, whose name is something Javar.
Can we search her?
Please.
Hey, I did not sign up to be involved in any war. We started this journey because there was a treasure map, and then we followed the treasure map, and we came to a vampire who almost killed us and said the only way he wasn't going to kill us was if we gave him the person who was doing the maps. So once we deal with her, I'm out. I'm not involved in this little intercriminal scuffle.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna
so
search her.
Great. I put it in the chat what you find. You find a hat of disguise, which was the hat she was wearing. You find 2 false maps similar to your map carried in a concealed pocket. Additionally, you see a letter revealing plans to throw would-be treasure hunters off the trail. The letter is signed in a flowing, elegant script, is written in a flowing, elegant script, and signed Jarlaxley.
Would you care to take a stab at pronouncing her real name?
No.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Let's take her to the vampire then.
Okay.
Yay!
So you all do your best to carry a kicking and screaming woman across an entire town, a very heavily, very populous town, filled with guards, etc. But for the sake of argument, let's say you do it.
God.
You bring her back to Arthur's mausoleum. You expertly navigate the secret, ways, and you manage to get there. You speak to him. Arthur is pleased to hear of your success in rooting out and, more importantly, thwarting those responsible for the distribution of the maps. For the time being, Arthur does keep his promise to spare you all. This is a very, very generous reward given the gravity of the secret that you carry. You did not ask any of these questions or inquire further. But Arthur Morlin is a masked Lord of Waterdeep. So you now have an incredibly important secret on a very important man. Arthur, however, has more important things to worry about. While new maps are unlikely to be distributed, there are still many in circulation, as you have seen. He's in need of new accommodations. Something he kind of casually mentions to you. He throws out a few notions, perhaps the Undermountain. For now, he suggests that you all take your leave from his lair and await the possibility of further instructions. You have completed the Umbral Aristocracy trilogy.
Yay.
Please, everybody, you have a hat of disguise.
Yeah, put that on.
You want that?
I just put it on. So yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna take it.
So you have it now. You can add that to your inventory. I will put it there. But that is the culmination of our campaign. We don't have any additional we have no additional things that you get all from the Lord. He has obviously allowed you to walk with his life. It has been an honor and a privilege playing with you all over the last couple of weeks. That will conclude our season. Perhaps we will do a one-shot in the future, as I have promised you 8 sessions, and this is only 7. We finished a little bit early, despite our best efforts. I am also saying that this is my last time as the league manager for Dungeons & Dragons, CMSA's Dungeons & Dragons League. Our very own Persephone Seth will be taking over for me, so very pleased to see how that will go. And I will possibly be DMing in the future, but maybe not. Either way, it has been very fun finishing this with all of you, and I hope everyone has a great rest of your day and a good... This story is going to build on, as we kind of mentioned, it sort of builds, so we'll see where this ends up.
A story building? I've never heard of it.
I know. All right.
Thanks
Well,
so much.
thank you,
This is awesome.
Clem.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yay.
Ta-ta for